Good evening and welcome to Edon, Ohio, as we get set for our traditional Friday night opening game of the 2026 season. Andy Brigle, happy to have you on board. We're at Leanne Field tonight for the old 49 rivalry game between the Edon Bombers and the Edgerton Bulldogs. Edon went 9-3 a season ago. Edgerton 6-5, both advancing to the playoffs. In fact, facing one another in the playoffs. We'll dive into that and much, much more in just a few moments. Our pregame show tonight is being brought to you by AG Irrigation, where you can maximize yield, minimize waste, and then water when needed. Just underway here tonight. We understand that there are a couple of games around our area that are starting under weather delays, including our first endeavor into Northwest Ohio football, Q96.5. We have made the move away from just Bryan games on 96.5, and tonight it's Hicksville at Hilltop. They're going to start at least the suspension of the pregame activities. I'm not sure if they're still staring at a 7 o'clock kick or if that's been delayed, but there is a delay as of now because sirens went off here in Williams County. Nobody cleared the field here at Edon. We talked with weather officials here, and they said there was no need. It was all north. And so that would affect the game at Hilltop and most certainly, I'm sure, up in Pioneer tonight. We've got a ton of things to talk about on this AG Irrigation pregame. We got our season underway last night in Montpelier with a good one there. The Locos held on to beat Antwerp 21-14. And a lot of storylines here in this one tonight, including breaking in a brand new head coach for one of these teams, and that is Edon and Jamison Weisel. We'll dive into that. We'll dive into personnel and so much more as we just get rolling here on a Friday night. Right now, the sun is out. Temperature in the mid-70s. The field looks absolutely spectacular. Stay with us. Come on back in just a moment on B-Rock 100.9.
In Ohio, water is everything, and AG Irrigation in Edgerton is your trusted valley dealer. Whether you run pivots or are just exploring irrigation options, AG Irrigation offers expert service and support for any brand of pivot. With deep farming experience and a commitment to your success, they deliver precision irrigation solutions that help your crops thrive even in drought. Call AG Irrigation today and discover how Valley Systems can transform your yields and simplify your season. Call AG Irrigation at 419-298-0999.
Michael Jordan once said, "Some people want it to happen, some wish it would happen, and others make it happen." The Edgerton Bulldogs want it, wish for it, and make it happen. The Edgerton Athletic Boosters want to thank all of the Edgerton athletes for their hard work and dedication and want to wish the athletes and coaches good luck. So from the Edgerton Athletic Boosters, go get 'em Bulldogs. We're behind you all of the way. Good luck to all the Edgerton athletes.
Looking for a great car without breaking 20 grand? Head to Darrow Shirkey Ford in Montpelier, home of the largest selection of cars under $20,000 in the tri-state area. And no matter your credit situation, all credit types get approved. At Darrow Shirkey Ford, you can count on reliability, trust, transparency, and a great service department to keep you on the road. Come see Lupe Cantu and Randy Shirkey at Darrow Shirkey Ford in Montpelier. Trust, transparency, selection. That's exactly what every customer is looking for.
John Dye and everyone at Strong Real Estate in Montpelier would like to wish all the athletes in tonight's game good luck. Located right in the heart of Montpelier, Ohio, Strong Real Estate Solutions is successfully helping people find that perfect home, building lot, or commercial property. Strong Real Estate Associates are available to provide you with full service in all your real estate needs. Contact John Dye today at Strong Real Estate Solutions in Montpelier, Ohio.
Welcome back, the AG Irrigation pregame show. Time now for a conversation about Edon and Edgerton, being brought to you by Brian Ford. A reminder, at Brian Ford, they're proving every day that small town service still matters. Get big city selection, competitive pricing, and a team that treats you like family at Brian Ford. Well, it's an Edgerton-Edon matchup that happened twice last season. The opening night game was won by Edgerton convincingly, 41-14, and then Edon exacted revenge revenge in the opening round of the playoffs by winning 28-21. It's a new look for Edon on the sidelines. No more Bob Olwin. The successful head coach went 45-22 here. He led Edon to the playoffs all 6 of his seasons. He has now gone on to Lima Shawnee and taken that job. One of his assistants, and on the job for 9 years, 8 years, I should say, as an assistant, Jamison Weisel will take over the reins. Weisel started at Edon in 2018, coached running backs and defensive backs, and then also has served as an offensive line and defensive line coach. He's a graduate of Garrett High School in Indiana back in 2013. Not just a 9-3 year for Edon last year, but they finished 6-1 in the TAC. No more for the TAC, not a conference anymore. They'll be taking part in the Great Lakes Conference for Ohio schools, for Michigan schools. Jamison Weisel says we are keeping the system of Bob Olwin's in place and then make some modest tweaks to it. 7 starters lost to graduation. Among them, Briggs Gallahue, Kendall Brigle, Eli Dickman, Gage Nestor, Grant Reed, Danny Avila Garcia, and Devin Hoffman. They do return the likes of Caden Stantz, Trent Buck, Corbin Olds, Corbin Chrisman, Parker Moyer, Lincoln Keese among those that saw significant time a year ago. The new quarterback for Edon will be Jaron Grove, taking over for Briggs Gallahue. Jamison says they need to continue to get more physical on both sides of the ball to take that next step. They were ousted by Lima Central Catholic in round 2 by the final of 49-7. For Brody Flagel in Edgerton, Brody in his 7th year as head coach at Edgerton, 30-31. They went 6-5. They made their 11th playoff appearance a season ago, lost to Edon 28-21 in the opening round. As we said, they lost a ton of talent and bring back an extremely young football team. Maddox Baker, the quarterback, almost 2,900 total yards in offense. Also, they lost their leading tackler in Jackson Flower, Parker Eldon, Caden Sinclair, Carter Gibson, some wide receivers. And now also throw into the mix, they'll be without their best football player and athlete tonight in Kellen Sanchez. He is not in uniform at all. It's an ankle injury that was suffered against Patrick Henry. They will get him back. There are all kinds of rumors bouncing around, but they will get him back. He is just not available tonight in this game. Also for Edgerton, 30 on the roster, 16 of them are freshmen, so that really reinforces the youth movement. 3 starters on both offense and defense is back. The most experience back comes from the secondary. That's a conversation about Edon and Edgerton, presented by Brian Ford. Remember, at Brian Ford, new Fords, quality-owned, pre-owned vehicles, and financing is made extremely easy. Visit them today at brianford.com. Brian Ford, where neighbors help neighbors drive home happy. Stay with us. More to come on the AG Irrigation pregame show when we come back to Edon on B-Rock Sports.
Are you looking to make a difference in your community? The Fraternal Order of Eagles, Erie 2233 in Bryan, with a membership of more than 1,600, are committed in the support of all area schools and charities, with annual donations totaling more than $200,000. We committed to being an organization defined by people helping people. Our Erie features live entertainment on weekends at a kitchen that is open to the public, with daily breakfast, lunch, and dinner specials, and Friday night fish fries starting every fall throughout the school year. If you're interested in being a part of an organization of people helping people, stop in and fill out a membership application today. We at the Fraternal Order of Eagles offer a one-time free first-year dues to all veterans, police, fire, and supporting first responders. For specific rules, stop in at 221 South Walnut Street in Bryan. To the listening audience on WBNO and WQCT, we say thank you and good luck to all area athletes in tonight's contest.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
Call your State Farm agent, Jody Herman, in downtown Archbold today.
Plumbing problem? Heating or cooling trouble? Don't let a small issue turn into a big headache. Call Starks Plumbing and Heating. Our experienced team delivers dependable service, quality workmanship, and straightforward solutions to keep your home or business comfortable and running smoothly. When you need help, you need someone you can trust. Choose the local professionals at Starks Plumbing and Heating Services. Call Starks today, the team you can count on.
The best summers aren't measured in days. They're measured in memories. Weekend camping trips, sunsets on the lake, family adventures that become stories you'll tell for years. At Midwest Community Federal Credit Union, we believe every great adventure can be made a little better with a smart money move. If your next adventure starts with a camper, boat, or recreational vehicle, we're ready to help. Make your move today at MidwestCommunity.org.
Welcome back to the AG Irrigation pregame show. Edgerton won the coin toss tonight. They've deferred to the second half, so Edon will have the football first. The new quarterback is Jaron Grove. The running back tonight is Parker Moyer. The starting wideouts will be Landon Reitzel, Lincoln Keese, Caden Stantz, Corbin Crispin. We'll also see some Gage Cisneros as well. Up front, Harrison Rodriguez and Gabe Troush are the tackles. Trent Buck and Micah Kessler the guards, and TJ Worley starts at center. Defensively for Edgerton tonight, Braden Eitnier, Christian Sticken, and Ty Leppelmeyer are the defensive linemen. The linebackers are Isaac Hobeck, Devin Yanis, Kyler Sanchez, and Miles Baker. And in the secondary, Wyatt Slaybaugh, Braden Stark, Owen Eldon, and Mason Eldon. There are 4 freshman defenders that are starting. They will also start a freshman quarterback tonight, Owen Eldon. The running backs are Miles Baker and Braden Stark. The wideouts are Wyatt Slaybaugh, Mason Eldon, and Devin Yanis. And up front for Edgerton when they have the ball, Ty Leppelmeyer and Braden Eitnier are the tackles. Xavier Mason and Christian Sticken are the guards, and Eduardo Romero is the starting center. Defensively for Edon, when they're on that side, Harrison Rodriguez and Micah Kessler are the defensive tackles. Jaron Grove, Trent Buck, the defensive ends. Braden Worley, the starting middle backer. The outside linebackers are Corbin Olds and Landon Russell. And in the secondary, the corners are Caden Stantz and Parker Moyer. The safeties are Corbin Crispin and Lincoln Keese. Those are your starting lineups for tonight. Let's introduce you to the officials who will be working this game tonight here for you. The referee is Clarence Labiche. The umpire is John Jordan. The linesman is Paul Garza. The line judge is Mark Weaver Sr. And the back judge tonight will be Thomas Walker. So those are the officials. Those are the lineups. We'll talk game changers for tonight, brought to you by the Farmers and Merchants State Bank. We'll do that when we come back to the AG Irrigation pregame after these messages. Always supporting student athletes and coaches in the Edon School District, the Edon Athletic Boosters. The Edon Athletic Boosters would like to take this opportunity to salute the student athletes and coaches in tonight's game. Hey, how would you like to be a part of the Edon Athletic Boosters? Come to a meeting and find out what they're all about. Maybe even volunteer at a concession stand. For more information, phone 419-272-3213. The Edon Athletic Boosters, supporting student athletes and coaches in Edon.
Friday night lights are here, and whether you're cheering from the stadium or your own living room, make sure you've got the best seat in the house. Bryan Home Center on West High Street in Bryan has comfortable sofas, recliners, sectionals, and entertainment furniture perfect for football season. From kickoff to the final whistle, you'll enjoy every play in total comfort. Before the season begins, score big on quality furniture at hometown prices. Bryan Home Center on West High Street in Bryan, where championship comfort is always in the game.
Donaldson's Ace Hardware on North Union Street in Bryan is having a garage sale through the whole month of August. Save big with great markdowns on all garage sale items and other in-store specials as well. Donaldson's carries a large selection of pool supplies too, along with all the other power and hand tools you need for any project. Anything you need, from Ego battery-powered outdoor equipment to Wild Bird food and furnace filters. Donaldson's Ace Hardware on North Union Street in Bryan is your helpful hardware place.
Opening day is just around the corner. September 26th is the day, and now's the time to make sure your bow is ready. Bring your bow to Knocking Point Outfitters on County Road 17 east of Bryan and have it checked out before you head to the woods. And don't forget to like Knocking Point Outfitters on Facebook to see upcoming events, specials, and all the great items in store. Knocking Point Outfitters, the starting point for every perfect shot.
Game changers tonight brought to you by the Farmers and Merchants State Bank. As we dive into this one, both teams brand new quarterbacks in their system. And one of them in Edgerton is going to be a starting freshman in Owen Eldon. So both teams going to want to lean on that run game, and it's going to be a little bit tougher perhaps for Edgerton with no Kellen Sanchez even available tonight with that ankle injury. So who steps up in those moments now for Edgerton? Who can win up front tonight? Who can help protect those inexperienced quarterbacks? And Edgerton, that is the buzzword of at least the beginning of this season, is all those freshmen that are on the roster and all those freshmen that are going to be counted on to contribute. Edon with a little more experience back from that playoff team from a season ago. So keep an eye on those things. And, of course, anytime you play the spread, you're going to have to be good tacklers, sound tacklers in space. Last night on a Thursday night opener, Antwerp and Montpelier each had only 5 penalties. So will that trend continue tonight? Fewest mistakes, of course, usually wins the game. Hey, you put everything you have into your business, and at F&M, they're ready to bring you their A game. From managing cash flow to financing equipment and planning for growth, the local business bankers are here to help you make that next move. Because when your business succeeds, our community wins, and that's all the communities. Stop by your local F&M bank or visit fm.bank. F&M Bank, the game changer of the game, member FDIC. Well, a busy night around the area tonight. Other games that are happening and is at Van Wert, Hicksville at Hilltop, Wasion's at Fairview, Defiance at Napoleon in that river rivalry game. Sonora will be at Liberty Center. Swanton's at North Central, Genoa at Archibald. Patrick Henry entertains Milan Edison. It's the swan song for Bill Inselman, who's already announced he will be retiring. Evergreen's at Delphus Jefferson. Paulding at Crestview in a fantastic opener tonight there, and Wayne Trace will play at New Bremen. Tomorrow in 8-man football, it's Southington Chalker at Stryker and Fremont St. Joe at Holgate. As you look at this matchup between Edgerton and Edon heading into tonight, Edgerton leads the overall series 35-18. Edon won 28-21 on Halloween night. That was a postseason win. The last win by Edgerton almost a year ago to the opening night of the 2025 season. Edgerton rolled to a 41-14 win in that one. So we're counting down closer to the opening kickoff tonight between Edon and Edgerton. Coverage tonight is also being brought to you in part by Knocking Point Outfitters, State Bank, the Bryan Home Center, Williams County Veteran Services, and Veland Chase. We mentioned new head coach here at Edon, Jamison Weisel, replacing Bob Olwin. And of course, Bob has been successful everywhere he's been. He'll eventually be successful at Shawnee. If it's not this year, it will happen at some point in time for them. He just always has winning teams, with the exception of a couple of those tough years at Versailles. Again, the opening kick tonight, Edgerton won the toss. They've deferred to the second half. Edon's going to get their hands on it. And what a beautiful job by this crew here at Edon. They always have some of the best facilities, and their fields always look in fantastic shape. And that's, of course, the case here once again at Leanne Field tonight here in Edon. One of the things I'm interested in here as this game unfolds is whenever you get a new start to a season, whether it's at quarterback or any other position. Quarterback is just the most magnified of all the positions, of course, in football. But how will they perform under Friday night lights, especially those kids, whether you're a freshman, a sophomore, a junior, a senior, doesn't matter. No matter what your age is, if this is a first Friday night lights game for you, how will they perform? This isn't a scrimmage anymore. This isn't practice in early to mid-August on a Thursday. This is the start of at least a 10-week journey. How will they perform tonight when the lights are shining brightly here tonight, when both these coaches, no matter what happens, are going to find out a ton about their football team here this evening? Your pregame show tonight is being brought to you and has been brought to you by AG Irrigation, where you can maximize yield, minimize waste, and water when needed. Edon went 9-3 last year. Edgerton went 6-5. We mentioned Edon in a brand new conference. They're in the Great Lakes Conference now. 4 Ohio teams, so it'll be Edon, Montpelier, Hilltop, North Central, and then the Michigan schools, Whiteford, who is the heavy favorite to win that conference once again. There's a perennial powerhouse year in and year out. Whiteford, Sand Creek, Summerfield, and Erie Mason. We'll step out, take our final break of the pregame show that was brought to you by AG Irrigation. When we come back, traditional kickoff for a Friday night here on B-Rock Sports.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
United Oil in Ney supplies and delivers home heating oil, farm fuel, diesel, and propane for your home, farm, or business throughout Northwest Ohio and with dependable service and competitive pricing. Call 1-800-962-9839. That's 1-800-962-9839 or stop by United Oil in Ney, serving you with dependable service for over 70 years. United Oil saying good luck to all athletes in this game.
In a world assailed by inflation, one store stands against the tide of rising costs. Direct Link, your ally in fending off overpriced appliances. Let's be real, appliance failure can happen at any time, but don't let inflation get you or your wallet down. Cash in on your Direct Link to savings and tell inflation, not today. Come down and visit our appliance family here in Bryan, right next to the Jumping Beans coffee shop. Grab a cup and see where more people are finding their Direct Link to great appliances at a low cost. Direct Link, winning the fight against rising costs.
For more than 40 years, Edgerton Forge has been forging more than steel. We've been shaping a legacy of strength, precision, and community pride, just like the Edgerton Bulldogs basketball team. Whether it's on the shop floor or on the hardwood, excellence comes from hard work, teamwork, and determination. And as Edgerton Forge continues to innovate with our ISO 9001 certified processes, our Bulldogs keep pushing forward, playing as one unstoppable, well-oiled winning machine. Edgerton Forge wishes all our athletes the best of luck in tonight's game. Let's bring home the W and go Bulldogs from Edgerton Forge. Veland Chase wishes local high school sports teams a successful season. As one of the leading brass suppliers in the United States, Veland Chase manufactures brass rods, forgings, ingots, and water armor plumbing fittings at the two plants located in Holiday City. To learn more about products and job opportunities, visit brassjobs.com. Chase a brighter future with Veland Chase. We are back here in Edon at Leanne Field. Beautiful night for football. Temperature like last night in the 70s. We talked last night of how so many of these games, particularly you get August kickoffs, 3rd to 4th week of August, you're begging for 96 degrees during the day and 92 degrees at kickoff. But yesterday, last night, and tonight, absolutely gorgeous weather. It's going to be in the 70s. We did have, it looked as if Edon kind of split a pair of weather patterns. And as we told you, Hicksville Hilltop, our game on Q96.5, they basically at least stopped pregame stuff. I'm not sure if it's a 7 o'clock kick or not for sure, but they stopped their pregame stuff because of storms, and had to have happened in Pioneer as well because there was a red dot that just sat on that Pioneer area, but never heard anything official on that. But we're lucky to not have to deal with that. Overcast in 70s. It's partly cloudy, but you can see a few more clouds that have drifted in. Eden is going to get their hands on the football first. This is an area right here for Edgerton that probably hasn't been talked enough about, and that is the kicking game. Hugo Castellanos-Martinez is doing the kicking, replacing Parker Eldon, who handled the duty so well for 4 years. Off we go on a Friday night. That will be returnable for Parker Moyer, who goes up the middle 30, 35, and battles out to about the 38-yard line before he's tripped up by Sean Harvey for Edgerton and the special teams. So a good start for this Edon offense. They'll go to work just shy of the 40, first down and 10 at their own 38-yard line. Bombers move right to left. You'll see this Edgerton defense. It's still same scheme, but a few more I think chances are going to be taken potentially, knowing they've got some youth, not necessarily on the back end. That's where the strength of this Edgerton defense is the strength coming back from the secondary, although they're missing some of that tonight without Kellen Sanchez. So here's Grove, the quarterback, with trips to the left and 2 receivers to the right. Grove gets the snap, looks, fires, pass is going to be caught. Lincoln Keese, he'll have a first down, and still more as he's finally knocked out of bounds near the 45-yard line. That will be a pitch and catch of 17 and a first down for Edon at the 45-yard line. Be interested to see what Edgerton employs to try to get a little pressure on Grove. Right now it is 3 down linemen. 5 wide again, back to throw. Grove slings it far side. Pass is going to be caught. Caden Stance. He'll twirl toward the 36-yard line and be about a yard shy of the first down. Pickup of 9 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 1. 2nd and 1, hash mark close to the far side of the field. Grove will have 3 receivers to the left, 2 receivers to the right as Edon goes right to left. Edgerton moving on defense. Grove will throw a little bubble screen to the near side, caught by Parker Moyer. Moyer turns it inside, still on his feet at the 30, down the sideline at the 25 before he's dragged down by Kyler Sanchez. But that's a first down and a gain of 13 on, make it 14 on the play. And just like that, Edon has gone 4 plays from their own 38 and down to the 22-yard line, looking for their first points of the season. 2 receivers bunch left, 1 receiver to the right. Moyer was in the backfield. Grove's got a man wide open. It's caught at the 5, and it's a touchdown for number 5 and Corbin Chrisman. And just like that, the Edon offense clicks on all cylinders to start this thing. Grove to Chrisman for the touchdown. Not much resistance on that opening series from Edgerton. On for the extra point now for Edon will be Matteo Bonato. One of 2 Italians on this team. We were talking up here in the booth, it wouldn't be an Edon football team if they didn't have an exchange student as a kicker. This one from Italy. Lincoln Keese to hold. Snap, spot, kick on the way, and the extra point is no good. But Edon draws first blood as they strike quickly. 6-0 Bombers, just more than a minute in.
At Edon Farmers Co-op, with locations in Edon, Edgerton, and Montpelier, they're more than just your neighborhood country store. They're here to make your life easier. They carry a complete line of pet supplies, animal feed, bird food, and outdoor products. Plus, they offer Land O'Lakes feed, seed treatment, grain storage and drying, fertilizer, soil sampling, and top-notch feed mill services. Their knowledgeable and friendly staff is always ready to help. Edon Farmers Co-op, trusted by neighbors like you. Stop by today.
So, great start for Edon as they take it 62 yards in a handful of plays on that first drive. And Jaron Grove found Corbin Chrisman for a 21-yard TD pass and touchdown. And now Edgerton will have Kyler Sanchez and Braden Stark as the deep men, ready to return this Papeo kick. or Bonato kick, I beg your pardon. We have Matia Papeo and Mateo Bonato that are on this roster for Edon. So the Bulldogs will get it left to right here. Keep you updated on all the scores that are happening around Northwest Ohio tonight. Of course, we had a few games last night, including our broadcast of Antwerp and Montpelier. This will be Stark from the 15 to the 20. Little jitterbug move across the 25, slam down at about the 30-yard line. Converging on that, Landon Reitzel and TJ Worley for the special teams play. 1st and 10, and it will be a freshman who shall lead Edgerton at least to begin this season. The quarterback is Owen Eldon, 6'1", 155. Takes over for Maddox Baker, the 4-year starter for Edgerton. Last year, just shy of 2,900 scrimmage yards for him. Eldon will have a running back next to him, receiver left and a wing back to the right. Man goes in motion. That's Wyatt Slaybaugh. He'll stop. They'll play action it. Eldon, wobbler downfield, and it's incomplete. Intended for Mason Eldon, his brother, but really good coverage that time by Caden Stantz. This is a talented secondary for Edon. They also have to replace some of their heavy hitters in the middle from last year. Avila Garcia, Grant Reed, Gage Nestor, they were aggressive defenders for this Edon team. It was an Edon team that did improve, but still way too many points per game, allowing 25 a game. Halfback either way here. They'll put Miles Baker in the backfield. He'll get the call, and not much running room. He does struggle forward for a couple of yards on the play before he is tackled by Trent Buck. But it'll bring up a 3rd and long for this Edgerton offense. Still early, minute and a half in, and Edon leads at 6-0 on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Edgerton left to right from their own 32, hash mark near side. One receiver going wide to the left. There will be a double wing look with Baker in the backfield for Eldon, the quarterback. Slaybaugh stops as the right halfback. Play action to him and out into the flat. Baker the catch, 30, 35, 40, and Baker out to the 45-yard line. Well-designed screenplay that time for Edgerton that got them 13 and a 1st down out to the 45-yard line. And Edgerton going to go with a little tempo here. They'll spot him at the 46, so it's officially a gain of 14. Same formation, receiver left and a wing to the right and movement on Edgerton. So the game's first penalty will be a false start on the Bulldogs. So now a 1st and 15 coming up. We mentioned 30 kids on the Edgerton roster. Edon with really good numbers. And they have strength in their upper class. They're more heavy in the junior and senior class. 16 of the 30 players for Edgerton are freshmen. Shotgun look, slot left, split right. Man coming in motion to the near side is Stark. They give it to Baker, and he had nowhere to go. Braden Worley, the middle backer, greeted him in the backfield. It's a loss on the play back to the 39, and now it'll be 2nd down and 16 for Edgerton at their own 39-yard line. Edon on the board on a Grove to Chrisman 21-yard TD pass. 2nd down and 16 from the 39. 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left. They bring Baker in motion. They want to throw the bubble to him, and there are flags and another false start against Edgerton. Well, you get youth infused in the lineup. Your first game you're going to have, and you're getting used to still a new cadence. The kids that played last year played with Maddox Baker. And just 2 scrimmages now. Remember when we lost a scrimmage in Ohio when we expanded the postseason. So only 2 scrimmages to get ready here, the dress rehearsals, if you will, for opening night. 2nd and 21 now for Edgerton as they'll bring 3 receivers to the right side. Start Baker in motion. They'll throw a screen to Baker. Baker's at the 30, and good job pursuing the football that time. First guy there for Edon was Corbin Chrisman, but then came Grove, and then came Corbin Olds and more. And that's now back at the 33-yard line and a 3rd and forever. The line to gain for Edgerton is the 44-yard line of Edon. So it'll be 3rd down and 23 for Edgerton at their own 33-yard line. Late substitution, Gavin Johnson coming in for Jaron Grove here for the Bombers. Halfback either way for Eldon. Eldon gets the helmet high snap. Looks, got a one-on-one route, and that's a one that's up for grabs. It's intercepted by Edon, picked off by Olds. We do have a flag down. And the way the Edon sideline is reacting, there's no celebration on the pick because it's going to be a pass interference against Edon. A push-off, although the side judge did point as an offensive pass interference, unless he just mispointed. So let's see here. It is PI against Edon. He just pointed the wrong way. So remember, this isn't automatic first down, but it does make it manageable now because the line of scrimmage now becomes the 48, their own 48. They can now run anything in their offense as far as the passing game is concerned. They don't have to take a mad shot because it's 3rd and 8. That's still long, but not 23. 3 receivers left, a wing to the right. Baker comes into the backfield. Owen Eldon gets the snap. Eldon pumps, fires, far side, caught by Stark, and it's going to be midfield for forward progress, short of a first down, just a gain of 2 on the play. And Brody Flagel will send his punt team in to kick it away here in their first set of downs. So the punt team, Isaac Hobeck is the punter. Caden Stantz will go deep for Edon. No pressure coming from Edon. They set up a return. Stantz has it at the 21. Looking near side, 25, 30. Looking for a block, 40. Penalty flags are down. 45-40, this is coming back. It'll be an illegal block. Open field tackle made by the punter, Hobeck, for Edgerton. So what would be a start in plus territory at the 37 is all for naught because we're going to get that illegal use of hands or illegal block against Edon during the return. That'll cost them a good chunk of yardage. 6-0, Edon with the lead here on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Week 2 will take me to Fulton County and Delta next week, as Fairview will be at Delta on Friday night. They played a wonderful game last year in Week 2 at Fairview High School. Looking forward to the rematch. No more Mike Vickers. Head coach there now is Mark Noggle, whose son Marcus is on the team. It's a 2-year deal. Mark's already announced he'll handle things for these 2 years and give them time to find somebody long-term. Shotgun look, spread formation. Moyer is the lone setback. Moyer will get his first run from the running back position. Powers his way out to the 39-yard line, and a gain of 4, dragged down by Christian Sticken for the Edgerton Bulldogs. It'll be a second down and 6 coming up for Edon at their own 39. Edon moving right to left, 7:20 to play in the opening quarter and counting. Edon on top, 6-0. 3 receivers to the left. That's the short side of the field. Now they'll flip Moyer in motion and go right, and there'll be 3 receivers to the right. Grove wants to throw a comeback screen. It's caught by Reitzel, and Reitzel not going to be able to shake free across the 40-yard line. Tackle is made for Edgerton by Brandon Eitenmeyer, one of those freshmen, 6'1", 226 pounds. It is a minimal gain, but it does set up a third and manageable here. 3rd and 3 for Edon at their own 42-yard line. Hash mark near side. Trips to the right. 2 receivers to the left, so an empty backfield. 3 down linemen with a couple of edge rushers potentially here for Edgerton. Throw to the far side, and it's too tall for Stantz, incomplete. Stark had good coverage, and it should be more than likely, I would think, a 3 and out here for Edon. It would be a heck of a gamble here to go for it, and also a heck of confidence in your offense if you keep them out there on a 4th and 3 at your own 42-yard line, and it will be a punt. Grove is the punter. So the teams will exchange punts here. Going deep for Edgerton will be Mason Eldon, waiting on this punt near his 35-yard line. And it is a return that is set up, a line drive kick that sails over Eldon's head, though, and will go down at the 9-yard line. 49 on the punt and no return. We'll take a short break. Edgerton on offense when we come back. Financial investments are very important. but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement of our young athletes that they receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of high school sports all season long on B-Rock 100.9. Contact your local Edward Jones financial advisor, Melissa Stockman, April Whitty, or Ryan Bethel today for all of your investment needs. Visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC. Tough spot for your offense at their own 9. They give to Stark, who finds a little crease and able to rumble his way for about 4 out to the 13. Gang tackled by Edon. Braden Worley among those in the middle of all of that. So it'll be 2nd down and 6 for Edgerton. Nearing the midway point of this opening quarter. 6-0 Edon, an opening drive touchdown. Covering 62 yards. Jaron Grove getting a TD pass to Corbin Chrisman. Grove taking over at quarterback. Briggs Gallahue, the starter most of the year last year, although Corbin Chrisman did play as well with a Gallahue injury at times in the season last year. Here's Baker and nowhere to go. Parker Moyer and again Worley make that stop across the 15 at the 16-yard line, and it'll be 3rd down and 3 for Edgerton at their own 16-yard line. Bulldogs going left to right. 5:25 and counting to play in this quarter. Coming out to the right side will be Mason Eldon. Stark in the backfield along with Miles Baker. There's a wing to the left in Slayball. Eldon, play action, throws in the flat. Pass is caught by Miles Baker, and he steps away from a tackle and gets a 1st down. Stance able to bring him down after a gain of 6 on the play out to the 22-yard line, and a great job by Miles Baker, who played really well last year in his freshman season, most of it on the defensive end for the Bulldogs. So 1st down and 10 for Edgerton, trailing 6-0 in this one. High snap. It's a direct snap. Baker with room. 30, 35, and falls forward to the 36-yard line. 13 ripped off for Miles Baker. And now Edgerton finding a little success in the running game as that offensive line is attempting to settle in here. 1st and 10 for the Dogs at their own 36-yard line. 4.5 to go in the first quarter. 6-0 Edon on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. 2 receivers go wide to the left. There will be a tight end lined up to the right, a wing to the right. Baker will empty the backfield and make it trips to the side. Play clock has 12 on it. Eldon the snap. Eldon fires far side. It's caught on a screen, and it will be a good run that time by Mason Eldon, who will get out near the 45-yard line. Let's see where they spot him. Officially, it's at the 43, so he'll have 7 on the pickup, about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Scores to pass along. Wauseon leads Fairview 6-0. Liberty Center a 7-0 lead over Tenora. Delta a field goal lead over Ayersville 3-0. 2nd down and 3 for Edgerton from their own 43-yard line. Offset eye with a shotgun look. 2 receivers to the left side. Handoff coming, and it's Stark. Spins away from one, but can't get away from the second wave of Bomber tacklers, led by Worley, and he'll keep them short of the 1st down, and it'll be 3rd and still about 3 for that 1st down for Edgerton. So 3rd down and 3. Baker in the Wildcat look here with linemen in front of him. Baker on a reverse toss, Eldon to throw it. This is Mason Eldon, who throws it up and incomplete. The closest Bulldog receiver was sophomore Devin Yanis. That was a reverse and a pass. Mason Eldon had played some quarterback as well last year. And now we also have a penalty marker that was down as well on the play. And that's going to be a PI against Edon again. Late flag in the secondary. So that will give Edgerton a 1st down, and they say thank you very much. They'll take it. And it'll be marked off into Edon territory as the clock stops for the moment at 3:13 to play in the 1st half. Edon out in front, 6-0. Edgerton a 1st and 10 at the Edon 42. This is their first trip into Bombers territory. They'll have a tight end to the right, a receiver to the left, and a pair of running backs in the backfield with Owen Eldon. Eldon gets the snap, gives it to Miles Baker. Baker nowhere to go, flags everywhere. This is going to be a hold against Edgerton. Again, last night in our opening night game, 5 penalties on both teams. That's overall really good for your opening week. So the holding penalty will drift Edgerton back. Coverage tonight also being brought to you by Yarger Flagle Investments. Reminder, your financial future starts with Yarger Flagle Investments. Call Tom, Lynn, or Shelley today at 419-298-2000 to schedule a free consultation. So after the hold, it'll come back to their own 48-yard line. And it'll be a 1st and 20 now for Edgerton, back at their own 48. Coming wide to the right for the Dogs will be Mason Eldon as the only receiver. Tight end lines up left. Couple of running backs in the backfield and a wing to the left here for the Bulldogs. Baker comes in motion near side. This is going to be a quarterback run for Owen Eldon. Good spin move, but he didn't get much. Forward progress gives him 2 before Corbin Olds brought him down. And it'll be 2nd down and 18 now for Edgerton at midfield. Don't forget, coming up at halftime, our main stops of Northwest Ohio halftime show. We will get you updates on games going on around the area. We do know our game on the Q 96.5 is underway. Hicksville and Hilltop are playing. Double wing look, plus a receiver to the left. Little pistol formation, handoff, and nothing doing for Baker. Got back to the line of scrimmage before he's wrestled down by Colton Hess. And now it will be 3rd and long, 3rd and 18 for Edgerton. Can they get at least half of it here and perhaps have a shot at going for it? So 3rd down and 18 for Edgerton at midfield. Moving left to right, down to 1:45 to play in this first quarter. Halfback left, halfback to the right. Receiver both ways. Tight end to the right. Eldon to throw. Pumps, fires, far side. Caught at the 41-yard line by Mason Eldon. So the brother-to-brother connection does net half that yardage. And now they're at the 41, and now Brody Flagle can really, truly think about going for it, but he doesn't, and he's just going to play field position right now and kick it away. In the end, a good decision here, because if you don't get it, boy, you're giving up a pretty good field spot here for Edon. Again, on to punt is Hobeck. Hobeck line drives it down the field. Stance on the high hop has it at the 7. Stance trying to dance away from trouble at the 10. 15, middle return to the 20. And that's as far as he will get, is to the 20-yard line before A.J. Batt slams him down there. So we get the emotion of the Edon touchdown to start this game. And now the defenses are settling in here under a minute to play in this opening quarter of football. 1st and 10 for Edon at their own 19-yard line, as Jaron Grove will have that offense out there for a 3rd time tonight. 2 receivers to the left, 3 receivers to the right. 3 down linemen for Edgerton. Grove to throw. Grove fires near side. Pass is going to be caught. Reception made by Landon Reitzel. Jamison Weisel says they have about 7 or 8 that they would feel comfortable with in that wide receiver rotation. It'll be a gain of, we'll call it 8, maybe 9 officially. So it'll be 2nd down and 1 for Edon at their own 28-yard line. Hash mark to the near side. Delta a field goal lead on Genoa, 3-0. Delta high hopes with 19 starters back. Here's Moyer on the give. Moyer with a stutter step move and then slams into the hole and has the 1st down out at the 32-yard line. Pickup of 4 for Parker Moyer and a 1st down and 10. That tackle was made by Braden Eitenayer for Edgerton. So we're down to 40 seconds to play in this opening quarter. Don't forget, when we're done here tonight, we'll join the Guardians and the Colorado Rockies in progress later tonight. 3 receivers right, 2 receivers to the left. Grove to throw, fires far side, pass is caught over there, and it's Chrisman, dances away from trouble and gets across the 35 to about the 37. Braden Stark made the stop, and that will probably be, it's a hold on Edon. I was going to say that would probably be the final snap of the first quarter, but we had to hold the phone there. It was a holding penalty on Edon. Ottawa Glandorf leading Liberty Benton 14-0. Liberty Center now 14-0 lead on Tenora. Defiance a 2-0 lead on Napoleon. The Fighting Frymans need to get it done tonight, don't they, Johnny? That's the end of the first quarter of play. An Edon touchdown on their opening drive, and they lead it 6-0. This is high school football on B-Rock 100.9.
Best Insurance and Financial Services in downtown Edon is proud to announce they've become a full-service insurance agency, taking care of all of your insurance needs now. Best Insurance and Financial Services has been handling life and health insurance along with your investment needs for over 40 years. And now they're able to offer coverage for your home, auto, business, and farm insurance needs. They can also protect your RV, ATV, and boat. To find out more information, just head to best-ins.net or phone 419-272-2888. Best Insurance and Financial Services in downtown Edon, wishing the Bombers the best of luck in tonight's game.
If you've been thinking about a remodeling project for your home or business, Thiel Supply Center in Blakesley should be your first choice. Thiel Supply Center in Blakesley, and not only has all the lumber for that project, they also have all the building supplies you'll need, along with everything you need for the project, including the cabinetry, plus the expertise to help make your home even more beautiful. It's all at Thiel Supply Center, located in Blakesley. Thiel Supply Center, wishing good luck to all the players in tonight's game.
Welcome back here to Leanne Field in Edon. Sun back out. Absolutely picture-perfect night here for high school football. Bombers with a 6-0 lead over Edgerton in this one. It'll be, after the holding penalty, a 1st and 20 now for Edon, back at their own 22-yard line. Jaron Grove and Edon moving left to right. Moyer starts in motion. They throw a little pop pass to him. Moyer trying to get the edge. 20, 25, and then dragged down from behind by Wyatt Slaybaugh out near the 30-yard line, maybe even across the 30. And it's a gain of about 9 or 10 on the play. So mission accomplished there in getting at least half of it back. It'll be 2nd down and 10 from the 32. End of one, Van Wert 7 and Bryan 0. Van Wert's won the last 8 in that series. Twins to the right and left here for Edon. Back to throw is Grove. Over to the far side, it's Moyer on the catch. Moyer trying to run away from Stark, but unsuccessful. He'll be pushed out of bounds. Owen Eldon over there also to get part of that tackle. It'll be short of the 1st down by about half of it. It was 2nd and 10, now 3rd and 5. Maybe even 6. 3rd and let's call it 6 at their own 36-yard line. Trying to dig out of that holding penalty that had set up a 1st and 20. Now 3rd and 6 from their own 36 and a 6-0 Edon lead. Empty backfield, 5 wide. Trips to the right, Twins to the left side. Low snap, Grove rolls right. Grove on the run, throws, pass caught on the near side by Chrisman. And he has a 1st down at the 47-yard line, ushered out of bounds by Slaybaugh and Stark. So they are able, in fact, to dig out of that 1st and 20 hole. And it is a gain of 10 officially to the 46-yard line. Edon scored the only points of the night on the opening possession. A Jaron Grove to Corbin Chrisman TD pass. Extra point was no good. 3 right, 2 receivers left. Grove to throw, has a crossing route down the field, and it's in and out of the hands of Chrisman. He had beaten Slaybaugh, but he just could not haul it in. And it'll be 2nd down now and 10. Edon taking their first real shot down the field. So from their 46-yard line, their own 46, it'll be 2nd and 10. Clock stopped at 10:53 to play here in the first half. 2 receivers right, 3 receivers to the left on 2nd and 10. Grove spins it far side, caught over there by Lincoln Keese, lowers the shoulder, bangs his way 8 or 9 for the play. And it'll be short of the first down. Tackle made by Christian Sticken. Archbold a touchdown. They now lead Genoa 10-0. That is bling. If everything holds true to form, the Archbold Liberty Center game would be potentially for the NWOAL title. Liberty coming in riding a 33-game conference winning streak. 3 receivers right, receiver to the left, 1 running back, and they'll give to the running back. This is a new ball carrier in Papeo, and he's looking for room on the outside, does a nice job to sidestep and step out of tackles and has a first down. Mattia Papeo, 5'6" junior, has a first down to the 40-yard line. On a 3rd and 1, he gets 5. 10th play of this Edon drive coming up. They have a 6-0 lead right now and are hunting for more here. Hash mark near side. 3 receivers bunched to the short side to the right. Now Moyer goes in motion to the far side. There will be 3 to the left. Grove looks, fires, and it is going to be a catch. Tiptoeing here in the on the sideline near side is Caden Stantz in front of Braden Stark. Good job on the footwork there to get him down, or at least get the 1 down. Paulding, Crestview, end of 1, scoreless game there in that one. Thought that would be, or have a chance to be, one of the games of the night. It was a gain of 8 for the Bombers, so have a 2nd down and 2 from the 32 of Edgerton. Just grinding away here. Dinkin and Duncan down the field. Little curl route to Keese. He has a first down, 25-20, and down to the 17-yard line. 15 yards on the pitch and catch. Fairview has just taken an 8-6 lead on Wauseon. Looking forward to, and again, Fairview, another team breaking in a new quarterback. It hadn't been determined who won the job. Doug Rakes playing that close to the vest. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line of Edgerton. In the backfield is Papeo. Play action to him. Pressure off the edge. Grove steps up and is going to run. Gets away from 2 to the 10 to the 5. Lowers the boom, and it's first down and goal. Down at the 4-yard line. What an effort by Jaron Grove as he is bulldozing his way through Edgerton would-be tacklers to pick up 13. It's 1st and goal, Edon at the 4. A drive that started for Edon back at their own 19-yard line has them on the doorstep now. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line. O-line doing a great job. 2 receivers left, 3 receivers to the right side. Empty backfield for Grove. Grove with still 13 on the play clock. Gets a snap. Quarterback draw. Big hole. He waltzes into the end zone for the touchdown. Jaron Grove on the 3-yard run for the touchdown. What a drive. 13 plays, 81 yards. As they just overpowered Edgerton up front. And now Mateo Bonato, who missed his first PA try in America, will try this one. 12-0 Edon with 8:45 to go in this first half. Keese to hold, and it's on the ground. It skips to the kicker. He throws towards the end zone, and nobody home. Good heads-up play by Bonato. Special teams, though, need some work here, and that's always one of those things you pay attention to because in high school football you just don't get a lot of time to spend on it. 8:45 to go first half. Bombers by 2 scores lead at 12-0.
Are you looking to make a difference in your community? The Fraternal Order of Eagles, Erie 2233 in Bryan, with a membership of more than 1,600, are committed in the support of all area schools and charities, with annual donations totaling more than $200,000. We committed to being an organization defined by people helping people. Our Erie features live entertainment on weekends and a kitchen that is open to the public with daily breakfast, lunch, and dinner specials, and Friday night fish fries starting every fall throughout the school year. If you're interested in being a part of an organization of people helping people, stop in and fill out a membership application today. We at the Fraternal Order of Eagles offer a one-time free first-year dues to all veterans, police, fire, and supporting first responders. For specific rules, stop in at 221 South Walnut Street in Bryan. To the listening audience on WBNO and WQCT, we say thank you and good luck to all area athletes in tonight's contest.
Well, Jaron Grove has been responsible for both of the Bomber touchdowns tonight. Grove to Chrisman for the first score of 21 yards and then the 3-yard scoring run, capping off an 81-yard drive in 13 plays. 12-0 the lead as Bonato is ready to kick it away for Edon, and it is boomed away back inside the 10 to about the 8. Stark on the return, far side, 10, 15, 20. Not going to get a ton of daylight, but still 17 on the return out to the 25-yard line. Tripped up over there by Gherkin, who was there, and I also believe Gavin Johnson got a part of that special teams play. So 1st and 10 now for Edgerton. Can they get something finished? They got something established last time with a good drive, but it just stalled outside the 40-yard line. Can they get something now to finish a drive here? This is not an offense that's capable of a huge comeback. They're just not there yet. Baker hit in the backfield, ball's loose, scooped up, picked up and down at the 10-yard line. Landon Reitzel came up with the football. I did not see who popped it loose, but it's an Edgerton turnover and a very short field for Edon now to work with. Reitzel was the player on the spot, and officially it'll be a 1st and goal at the 10-yard line. The offense gifted a big-time break here. 1st and goal at the 10. Bombers already up 12-0, 8.5 to go in the first half. 3 receivers right, 2 receivers to the left. Grove with an empty backfield. Grove steps up. Grove under duress, throws, and it's incomplete. If he could have stepped up cleanly in the pocket, he had a receiver in Chrisman coming free, but unable to get it to him because the pocket collapsed. Good job that time by the Edgerton D-line to get home. They didn't get the sack, but boy, they got there and made him very uncomfortable in the throw. 2nd and goal at the 10-yard line. 12-0 Edon on our Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Bombers will bring Moyer into the backfield. They'll bunch 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Grove to throw. Grove on 2nd down, slings towards the end zone, caught for the touchdown, Caden Stantz. And Grove looks pretty good and comfortable in this offense. And they cash in right away on the turnover, the fumble. And now it is an 18-0 lead. And the offense will stay out there and go for 2. Grove will send 3 receivers to the far side. And flags fly, or whistles start, I should say. I guess I didn't necessarily see a flag. What happened? We had whistles that stopped things. Maybe just not ready yet. Van Wert, 14. Bryan, nothing. About halfway through the second quarter in that one. So now we do get the 2-point try here for Edon. Up 18-0 from the gun. Looking, and front corner, it's caught for the 2-point try. The reception made by Lincoln Keese, who beat his man to the spot. Good throw by Grove, and that will wrap up the 10-yard drive after the turnover. 20-0 Edon, 8:24 to go in the half. This is high school football on B-Rock Sports.
John Dye and everyone at Strong Real Estate in Montpelier would like to wish all the athletes in tonight's game good luck. Located right in the heart of Montpelier, Ohio, Strong Real Estate Solutions is successfully helping people find that perfect home, building lot, or commercial property. Strong Real Estate Associates are available to provide you with full service in all your real estate needs. Contact John Dye today at Strong Real Estate Solutions in Montpelier, Ohio.
Back-to-back scoring drives for Edon, this time cashing in on an Edgerton fumble and a very short field. 2 plays, 10 yards, Jaron Grove to Caden Stantz for a 10-yard TD pass. So Chrisman with a TD reception, Stantz with a touchdown reception, and then Grove, of course, with a touchdown run. 20-0 advantage here for Edon, as Bonato will kick it away here for the Bombers. And now Edgerton really needing first something positive to happen, and then that has to turn into points here soon, or this thing's getting to be over. Stark on the return, 10, 15, 20, and again dragged down at about the 25 or 6-yard line. It was TJ Worley who brought him down. Next week, it's a trip to the Delta Panther House, as Delta will host Fairview next Friday night. Coverage starts at about 6:30, kickoff at 7 on B-Rock 100.9. Our sister station will be over to Edgerton next Friday night, as the Dogs will host Hilltop and Edgerton next Friday night on Q 96.5. Ian Hoffman, Aiden Muhlfeld handling those games for us on 96.5. Receiver right, wing to the right, pair of running backs. It'll be Stark on the carry. Stark found a little bit of a running room, and then it closed immediately after a gain of 2, maybe 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7 coming up. Braden Worley, the 5'8 senior backer, hit him and dropped him after a pickup of 2. So it'll be 2nd down and 8. We're down at the 7:45 mark of this first half. 20-0 Edon on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Again, if you're just joining us, no Kellen Sanchez, their number 1 player, back from a season ago in a variety of ways. He's out with an ankle sprain. It happened in PH in a scrimmage. On a play action, a quick pop and a quick tackle. It's Baker on the catch, and Corbin Olds greeting him rudely. A loss of 3 back to the 25-yard line, and now it will be 3rd down and 11. Edgerton being very safe, very conservative in their passing game, with their freshman quarterback in Owen Eldon making his first career start at that position. 3rd and 11 at the 25. See if Edon heats them up here on this 3rd and 11. 3 down linemen, but backers are creeping. Receiver both ways, and Brody Flagel wants a timeout. 6:52 to play in the half. 20-0 Edon. This is high school football on B-Rock Sports.
Looking for a great car without breaking 20 grand? Head to Darrow Shirkey Ford in Montpelier, home of the largest selection of cars under $20,000 in the tri-state area. And no matter your credit situation, all credit types get approved. At Darrow Shirkey Ford, you can count on reliability, trust, transparency, and a great service department to keep you on the road. Come see Lupe Cantu and Randy Shirkey at Darrow Shirkey Ford in Montpelier. Trust, transparency, selection. That's exactly what every customer is looking for.
Edon 20, Edgerton nothing. 6:52 to play here in this first half of football. It's a 3rd and 11 coming up for Edgerton, back at their own 25-yard line. Edgerton had 1 productive drive on the game and had to give it up on a punting situation. They had a 4th and 9 at the 41 of Edon. That's as far as they've been able to get. And Brody Flagel, smartly, of course, played the field position game then. Didn't want to give Edon a shorter field to work with. So now the offense out there, Miles Baker in the backfield with Owen Eldon. They'll send 3 receivers to the right. A tight end lines up to the left. Edon coming with pressure. Roll out for Eldon. He'll throw to the far side. Pass is caught by his brother Mason. Ball is free and lost out of bounds. So the fumble goes out of bounds, and now it'll be 4th down for Edgerton. And they are going to have to punt it away, sending in Isaac Hoback. They do spot it in a 4th and 8 situation. They said forward progress had stopped there. So Hoback to punt. Stantz awaiting the kick back at his 43-yard line. And here is the Hoback kick. It's a wobbler, fair catch signaled for and grabbed at the 45-yard line. 27 yards on the punt, no return. Edon football with still more than half the quarter to play here in this first half of football. Happy to have you here with us. Coverage tonight being brought to you in part by Yarger Flagel Investments. Let their team create investment strategy tailored to you. They can help you with an income plan when you're ready to retire. Call Tom Lynn or Shelley today at 419-298-2000. 1st and 10, Edon at their own 45-yard line. Grove and the offense humming right now. Touchdowns on their last 2 drives. 5 wide look, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Grove with no pressure. Now slings it downfield on a corner route, and it's incomplete, or a square in route, I should say, and in and out of the hands of Reitzel. So it'll be 2nd down and 10. Able to find a little bit of a hole on the back end there on the square in. 2nd and 10. Edon at their own 45-yard line. 3 receivers to the right, 2 receivers go left on a 2nd and 10 at their own 45. Clock stopped at 6:23 to play in the half. Grove to throw. Grove downfield, another shot for Lincoln Keese. There's some hand fighting, and they say incomplete and no flag. Ball was a little bit overthrown. Edon staff wanting a PI. They say play on and no flag. So now 3rd and 10 for the Bombers at their own 45-yard line. Second quarter, Wauseon has reclaimed the lead on Fairview, 13-8. The Indians with the lead in that one. Wauseon looking for a turnaround season after a struggle last year. That would be a big early feather to beat Fairview. In motion is Lincoln Keese. Play action pass. Grove steps up, fires into coverage, incomplete. Really good Edgerton coverage that time by Wyatt Slaybaugh and Braden Stark, and not really much space for him to squeeze that in there, and it'll be a 3 and out now for this Edon offense. Leading it 20-0 though over Edgerton on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Grove is the punter. Edon has punted tonight just once. New Bremen has taken an early lead on Wayne Trace as Grove has a low kick that's fielded by Eldon, and he'll scurry for about 9 up to the 30-yard line. So Edgerton 1st and 10 there, sorely needing something here to get started at the midway point of the second quarter. Edon 20, Edgerton 0 on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Edgerton offense, 1st and 10, ball resting middle of the field at their own 30-yard line. Update on that Liberty Center Tenora game. LC up 21-0. Of course, they're the state champs from Division 5. They'll be competing in Division 6 this season. Receiver and wing to the right, receiver to the left comes in motion. That's Stark. They'll give it to him on the jet sweep. Stark looking for room. Can't get away initially from Chrisman, who strung it out beautifully and ran him into the arms of Braden Worley, who gets the tackle. That'll be a loss of about 3 on the play, maybe even 4, as they bring him back to the 26-yard line. So it'll be 2nd down and 14 for Edgerton. They have had way too many negative plays on the game tonight. Now it is 27 or 8-yard line, so we'll call it 2nd and 13 for Edgerton. Edon 20, Edgerton 0, 5:25 to play here in this first half of football. Wing to the right, 2 receivers set to the left. Baker the only running back. Eldon will send him in motion. He'll throw a bubble screen to him. Baker the catch at the 25, spins ahead to the 31-yard line. And now that'll leave them with a 3rd down and 9 after Olds made the stop for the Bombers. So 3rd and 9 for Edgerton. Inside of the 5-minute mark to play here. Edgerton, a quick huddle. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Eldon gets the snap. Eldon, little curl route. Mason Eldon unable to get it in. Stantz had coverage, and then Chrisman was ready to blow it up. And that will be another punting situation for this Edgerton team. You just knew that this was going to be potentially one of these nights for Edgerton. Freshman quarterback, other freshman starters are inexperienced kids. No Kellen Sanchez. Talented Edon team coming back. Athletic Edon team coming back. This just had potentially one of those makings. Almost blocked that punt. It gets away, or kicked away from Stantz, I should say, and will roll dead just inside the 25-yard line. 43 yards on that punt by Hobeck. It's a good one. And a 1st and 10 now for Edon back at their own 24 or 5 yard line. So back here in Edon as we stay right here. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs at their own 25-yard line. 5 wide look, 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Grove steps up, fires far side. Pass is going to be caught, and it will be a gain of about 8 on the play for Landon Reitzel, maybe 9. 2nd down, and we'll call it 2 coming up, and Edon's going to go fast here. 2nd and 2 at their own 33-yard line. Bombers up 20-0. Grove, lots and lots of time. Grove, flush to the right, now going to run. 35, cut back 40, and he's out to the 42 as he bangs his way for 9. Braden Stark brought him down. Grove, one of those kids that is capable of utilizing his legs. Three receivers left, 2 receivers to the right side, only 2 linemen, and now an Edgerton timeout. 3:56 left in the half, 20-0 Edon. We'll be right back.
Winter is coming, and now is the time to keep the cold out. At Peltz Lumber Company, find the quality products you need to make your home warmer, more comfortable, and ready for winter. Upgrade with Anderson windows and Masonite doors. Great choices for keeping the cold out and the warmth in. And whether you're building, remodeling, or tackling that next project, Peltz Lumber has all the lumber and building materials you need to get the job done right. Visit Peltz Lumber Company in Montpelier and Pioneer. Peltz Lumber Company, building your projects and protecting your home from the elements.
3:56 left in this first half. It's 20-0 Edon on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Edgerton utilizing their 2nd timeout of this first half. Great crowd, as you would anticipate for this Edon-Edgerton game. There are always packed crowds in the Edon-Edgerton rivalry. Throw in the fact that you have extremely pleasant weather here for a football Friday, and we are off and running. Hard to believe that I am in the midst, or in the beginning stages, of season number 34, doing games here for B-Rock 100.9. Just as much fun in season 34 as it was in 1. 1st down coming up. Grove, flush to the left. Grove on the move, will run 45, 50, lowers the shoulder. Don't think he's going to get enough for the 1st down, although that is a very generous forward progress spot. He got nowhere near where that far side official is, but they're going to give it to him, and they're going to give him the 1st down. Edon will take it, but that should be 9, and it ends up being 10. And the only reason I had a great view of that, it was literally right down the line. But Edon will take it. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. 3 receivers right, 2 to the left. Grove to throw. Lots of time. Fires on an out route. Goes up and makes the grab. Great catch by Caden Stantz here on the near sideline at the 35-yard line. Gain of 13. And seemingly, Edon is picking here on the near side on Braden Stark and Wyatt Slaybaugh. Now they'll flip Stark to the far side with that 3rd receiver over there. They'll roll that way, Edon will. Grove, little sit-down route, and it's caught far side. Spinning away from a tackle is Landon Reitzel, and he'll muscle his way down to the 26-yard line. And on 1st and 10, we'll have about 8 or 9 on the play. So 2nd and short for this Edon offense, already up 20-0. This next snap going to come under the 3-minute mark left in this first half. This would be, if not already a big-time lead, this would be a killer here because, again, this is an Edgerton offense that is not built for comebacks yet. Far side, pass is caught. Lincoln Keese, and his forward progress is good for a 1st down. Gain to the 22, so on 2nd and 2, it's a pickup of 4 on the play. Actually, it'll be the 24-yard line. I beg your pardon. 1st and 10 at the 24. Trips to the right, twins to the left. So empty look again. Out of the gun, Grove. 1st and 10. Looking. Wants the end zone. Got it, but he overthrew. Actually, he threw it behind. He kind of wrong-footed his target, Caden Stantz, and it'll be incomplete. Stantz had broken free in the end zone and just turned him around and unable to make the adjustment in the end zone was Stance. That'll stop the clock at 2:26 left in the first half. 20-0 Bombers on the Andres O'Neill & Lowe scoreboard. Edon on the move with a 2nd down and 10 from the 23-yard line. 5 wide look, 3 of them to the right. They'll roll to the right. Grove on the move. Fires. Pass is broken up. Good job by Stark that time, who ran under the route to deflect it away. We mentioned a couple of times they've gone Stark's way, and he's been beaten, but he's also made a couple of plays as well. That's the life of a DB, especially a corner. You've got to have short-term memory because you are going to be toasted. Even the Skyhawks of the Diesel era. 3rd and 10 coming up from the 24-yard line. 5 wide, 3 to the right, 2 to the left on this 3rd and long. Grove to throw. Pressure coming up the middle. He gets away from it. Now fires. It's Keese on the catch at the 20. Keese at the 15, and he's going to be wrestled down near the 10-yard line. Grove made it happen as he was able to avoid Ty Leppelmeyer. We have not called number 70 very much. He's their most experienced defensive lineman coming back, and Edon has bottled him up where Leppelmeyer had been a non-factor until that rush that time. So Grove buys some time, keeps it alive. Keese came back to the route, and boom, the connection is made. And it's a 1st and goal at the 10. Number 10 in the backfield now in Moyer is the only running back. They give it to Moyer. Stutter step, and that hole was filled by Carter Lockwood, freshman D lineman, who was able to blow that up. And it'll be 2nd down and a big-time loss back to the 14-yard line. A drive that began for Edon at their own 25. They have all 3 timeouts. They're in great shape. 1:30 to play in the half. And they have a 2nd and goal back at the 14-yard line. Up 20-0. Grove will send 2 receivers left, 3 receivers to the right. Grove gets the snap. Grove looks, far side, and it's broken up, and a PI is coming up on Edgerton. Owen Eldon broke off his coverage because he saw the sit-down route on the far side and thought he would come and try to break the pass up. He did, but he got there a little early. And it'll be a pass interference on Eldon and Edgerton. It's a half the distance, so now that'll take it to the 7-yard line. 12th play of the drive coming up. 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line. So 2nd down and goal. Grove had come over to the sideline there to talk with Jamison Weisel. Still plenty of time on the play clock. They just got it started. So that won't be an issue. 1:16 on the game clock. Bombers looking for the step on the throat here in the first half. Grove to throw on 2nd and goal at the 7. Looks over the middle, and it is caught, I believe. Did he hang on? No, incomplete. Incomplete pass. 3rd and goal coming up from the 7. Clock stops at 1:04 to go in the first half. Main Stop's halftime show coming your way in just a few minutes. You're listening to week 1 of high school football, the 2nd game of our doubleheader. Last night, Montpelier beat Antwerp 21-14 in a good one. Also a night of first-year quarterbacks there. Moyer goes in motion to the near side. Grove on a quarterback draw. Nothing doing. Edgerton sniffed it out beautifully. That was Isaac Hobeck who filled the hole. And now it'll be 4th and goal from the 6 or 7 yard line. Clock is continuing to move, and from here it would be about 25 yard field goal. I think Jamison Weisel may bleed this thing all the way down and then take a timeout. Play clock down to 15, game clock at 32, and that's exactly what they're going to do. We'll have a timeout on the field coming up. We'll step out as well. Edon 20, Edgerton nothing. A 4th and goal for the Bombers when we come back. At State Bank, we're proud to be making community again with real people, real relationships, and real service you can count on. Since 1902, we've been invested in our neighbors, businesses, and the future of the communities we call home. If you're ready for a bank that puts community first and always has, make the switch to State Bank today. Stop by any State Bank location or check us out at yourstatebank.com. State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. So 17 seconds left in our first half. 4th and goal, Edon at the 7-yard line, leading Edgerton 20-0 here on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Bombers have had, all in all, a really good first half. They've been stopped a couple of times. Edgerton's played decent defense at times, but by and large, one of the scores, by the way, came after Edgerton fumbled it, and it was a 1st and goal at the 10. So that one more on the Edgerton offense than the Edgerton defense in getting points on the board. Offense stays out there. So these routes are going to have to be into the end zone because it's a 4th and goal at the 7. You've got to be pretty certain that your guy can catch and run it in if you throw short of the end zone. 5 wide look, 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Grove to throw. Grove with Leppelmeyer coming, and he overthrows. It's incomplete. And Leppelmeyer made his presence felt, and he came up a little bit gingerly on that snap. So a 14-play drive ends in no points. And Edgerton, with 13 seconds left, will have a 1st and 10 at their own 7. Tip of the hat to that Edgerton defense. They needed a big-time stop. I don't know if they're capable of coming from 3 scores down right now, but 4 scores down would have certainly been a much, much larger task, and the defense got the stop. And now you would anticipate Edgerton being content on a 1st and 10 at your own 7 to just hand it off and maybe get to the locker room. Baker busts one, though, 10, 15, and slammed ahead to about the 18 or 19. 5 seconds left in the first half. Edgerton does have a timeout, and will they take it? They're waiting on the chain gang to get the chains set, and they do not get the timeout. They just say, let's go to the locker room. So the first half, if you're an Edon fan, in this rivalry game, it's Edon 20, Edgerton nothing. Our main stops halftime show comes your way when we come back to Edon. This is high school football on B-Rock 100.9.
AG Irrigation in Edgerton is your trusted valley dealer and a leader in irrigation and pivot service. Known for delivering top-tier support, they service any brand of pivot and offer solutions tailored to Ohio farmers. Whether you're running a system or just considering irrigation, AG Irrigation brings the expertise and reliability your operation needs. While others talk, AG Irrigation delivers, because irrigation isn't a sideline, it's their specialty. Call AG Irrigation at 419-298-0999.
This is Russ Davies with Andres O'Neill and Lowe Insurance Agency. At Andres O'Neill and Lowe, our commitment goes beyond insurance. We're dedicated to serving our clients, our community, and each other with integrity and care. From finding the best policies to supporting local events, we're here for you. Whether it's securing your home, auto, or business, or giving back to the community we love, our team works tirelessly to ensure your peace of mind. We're not just your insurance agency, we're your neighbors and friends. With our trusted partner, Auto Owners Insurance, you can count on top-tier coverage and exceptional service. Experience the difference with Andres O'Neill and Lowe in Auto Owners Insurance. Visit us at andresins.com or call today, because here, your family.
Looking for a great car without breaking 20 grand? Head to Darrow Shirkey Ford in Montpelier, home of the largest selection of cars under $20,000 in the tri-state area. And no matter your credit situation, all credit types get approved. At Darrow Shirkey Ford, you can count on reliability, trust, transparency, and a great service department to keep you on the road. Come see Lupe Cantu and Randy Shirkey at Darrow Shirkey Ford in Montpelier. Trust, transparency, selection. That's exactly what every customer is looking for.
Michael Jordan once said, some people want it to happen, some wish it would happen, and others make it happen. The Edgerton Bulldogs want it, wish for it, and make it happen. The Edgerton Athletic Boosters want to thank all of the Edgerton athletes for their hard work and dedication, and want to wish the athletes and coaches good luck. So from the Edgerton Athletic Boosters, go get 'em Bulldogs. We're behind you all of the way. Good luck to all the Edgerton athletes.
United Oil in Ney supplies and delivers home heating oil, farm fuel, diesel, and propane for your home, farm, or business throughout Northwest Ohio and with dependable service and competitive pricing. Call 1-800-962-9839. That's 1-800-962-9839 or stop by United Oil in Ney, serving you with dependable service for over 70 years. United Oil saying good luck to all athletes in this game.
Andy Brigle back with you at Leanne Field in Edon, where it's all Bombers at the intermission, 20-0 Edon on top. This is again the Main Stops halftime show. The first half statistics here in this one, and what a varsity starting debut for Jaron Grove. He's 18 of 28 for 187 yards, and he has TD passes to Corbin Chrisman of 21 yards and Caden Stantz of 10 yards. He also has a rushing touchdown tonight of 3 yards in the game. In fact, he has rushed 7 times for 48 yards. Parker Moyer, 3 carries for 4 yards. And then Mattia Papeo has 1 carry for 4 yards in this one tonight. Receptions, 5 catches for 56 yards for Lincoln Keese, 4 catches for 40 yards for Caden Stantz, 3 receptions on the night for Parker Moyer for 30 yards, 2 catches for 32 yards for Chrisman, and then Landon Reitzel has caught 4 balls for 29 yards tonight in this game. So the 187 through the air, 56 rushing, so 243 total yards of offense tonight for the Edon Bombers in this game. Meanwhile, for Edgerton, in the debut tonight through the air for Owen Eldon, Owen is 7 of 12 for 42 yards in passing, 7 rushes for 24 yards for Miles Baker. He leads the way there. Braden Stark has 5 carries for 5 yards, 1 carry for 2 yards for Eldon. So Edgerton has 13 carries for 31 yards tonight. They've thrown for 42, so that means they have 73 total yards of offense in this one tonight. All of that has led to a 20-0 Edon lead. We'll recap the scoring for the Bombers when we come back.
From Friday night lights to packed gymnasiums and early morning practices, area athletes show dedication, discipline, and teamwork every day. Those same values drive Camco Industries, proudly established in West Unity and built on respect, teamwork, and continuous improvement. At Camco, people come first because working together is what builds success on the job and in the community. To all the student athletes across our area, good luck this season. Play hard, play smart, and stay safe. Good luck to all the area athletes from Camco Industries, West Unity.
Always supporting student athletes and coaches in the Edon School District, the Edon Athletic Boosters. The Edon Athletic Boosters would like to take this opportunity to salute the student athletes and coaches in tonight's game. Hey, how would you like to be a part of the Edon Athletic Boosters? Come to a meeting and find out what they're all about. Maybe even volunteer at a concession stand. For more information, phone 419-272-3213. The Edon Athletic Boosters, supporting student athletes and coaches in Edon.
Newcomers Schaefer, Spangler, and Brininger have served Northwest Ohio for over 120 years. They provide a full range of legal services, including real estate transactions, estate planning and trust administration, elder law, family law, business planning and litigation, personal injury, workers' comp, criminal and traffic defense, and more. Newcomers Schaefer, Spangler, and Brininger also supports the athletes in schools in Northwest Ohio and wish them the best of luck in this game.
Who doesn't love being number 1? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number 1, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number 1 is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
Call your State Farm agent, Jody Herman, in downtown Archbold today.
Main stops of Northwest Ohio halftime show. Time to take a look at the scoring drives now in this first half, all belonging to Edon. Jaron Grove finished off a 62-yard drive in just 4 plays as he found Corbin Chrisman for a 21-yard TD pass. PAT was no good. That made it 6-0. By the way, New Bremen now leads Wayne Trace 14-0. That's very early in the second quarter there. Edon's second touchdown of the night, their best drive of the night, 13 plays, 81 yards. Grove took it the final 3. PAT again failed, and it was 12-0 Bombers. Then after an Edgerton fumble, and that was the game's only turnover of the first half, Edon would be first and goal at the 10. On the second play of that drive, they would take it in. Grove to Stantz. Caden Stantz on a 10-yard TD pass. They would go for 2 and convert, with Lincoln Keese making the catch on that 2-point conversion, and that made it 20-0. Edon with the lead at the intermission. Your main stops of Northwest Ohio halftime show continues. We're going to step out again right now, take another break. When we come back, then we'll check out other scores around Northwest Ohio as part of the Main Stops halftime show on B-Rock Sports.
Precise Metal Form, 810 Commerce Drive in Bryan, wants to say good luck to the Edon Bombers in tonight's athletic contest. Precise Metal Form is a proud supporter of Edon Bomber athletics, both boys and girls sports. Precise Metal Form in Bryan, saluting the athletes on all of their hard work and wishing them the best of luck in this athletic contest. Precise Metal Form, 810 Commerce Drive in Bryan, saying go Bombers in this game.
This sports season, every winning team starts with a strong foundation, and so does your home. At Bryan Home Center on West High Street in Bryan, you'll find quality flooring that's built to go the distance. Whether you're updating one room or the entire house, choose from beautiful carpet, hardwood, luxury vinyl plank, tile, and more. Expert advice, professional installation, and hometown service make Bryan Home Center the home team's choice. Cheer on our local athletes, then stop by Bryan Home Center on West High Street in Bryan, where every great home starts from the ground up.
Attention business owners, this is Dean Day with Andrews O'Neill & Lowe Insurance Agency. At Andrews O'Neill & Lowe, we understand the unique challenge that you face. That's why we offer comprehensive commercial insurance solutions tailored to your needs. With our trusted partner, Auto Owners Insurance, you get top-tier coverage that protects every aspect of your business, from liability to property and everything in between. Auto Owners Insurance has you covered. Trust Andrews O'Neill & Lowe to safeguard your business. Visit AndrewsO'NeillandLowe.com or call today to learn more about our commercial insurance offerings. We're here to help your business thrive.
Looking for everything you need for your home, farm, and furry friends? Stop by Edon Farmers Co-op, your neighborhood country store with locations in Edon, Edgerton, and Montpelier. They've got it all. Pet supplies, animal food, bird food, outdoor products, and a full line of Land O'Lakes feed and seed treatments. Need grain storage, fertilizer, or soil sampling? They've got you covered. Plus, don't forget their top-notch feed mill services. Edon Farmers Co-op, serving your community with quality and care. Stop by today. Edon Farmers Co-op, your partner in the field and at home.
Stop what you're doing and save big at DirectLink, now open in the brand new location at 576 Old Street in Jonesville, Michigan. Shop top brand appliances from Whirlpool, GE, and Electrolux with front load laundry sets starting at just $8.98. Looking for even bigger bargains? Check out the huge selection of brand new and scratch and dent refrigerators, ranges, washers, dryers, and more, all priced to move and ready to go. Visit DirectLink today at 576 Old Street in Jonesville. Call 517-826-5008 and discover why savvy shoppers are making DirectLink their first stop for appliance savings. Hurry into one of our 3 stores in Bryan, Wauseon, or Jonesville today.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement of our young athletes that they receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of high school sports all season long on B-Rock 100.9. Contact your local Edward Jones financial advisor, Melissa Stockman, April Whitty, or Ryan Bethel today for all of your investment needs. Visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
From Friday night lights to packed gymnasiums and early morning practices, area athletes show dedication, discipline, and teamwork every day. Those same values drive Camco Industries, proudly established in West Unity and built on respect, teamwork, and continuous improvement. At Camco, people come first because working together is what builds success on the job and in the community. To all the student athletes across our area, good luck this season. Play hard, play smart, and stay safe. Good luck to all the area athletes from Camco Industries, West Unity.
Welcome back here to Edon as we continue here with the halftime show brought to you by the main stops of Northwest Ohio. Coverage tonight is also being brought to you by Yarger Flagle Investments. Yarger Flagle will partner with you on your investment journey. They'll get you the best fixed rates for your savings. Call Tom, Lynn, or Shelly today at 419-298-2000. And all Edon right now up 20-0 in this one, and all Bombers in this one up 20-0. And Edgerton did a great job at times in that first half. They got some stops initially. It was a 6-0 game for a while. And then once Edon scored and made it 12-0, the quick turnover forced by the Bombers, and then they were able to cash in and make it 20-0. Edgerton, of course, playing a ton of youth tonight in this first game of their season. And then without the services of Kellen Sanchez as well because of an injury. I guess probably the Kellen Sanchez injury, a best case scenario in all of it, happened because there were initial reports that Kellen broke his ankle, and obviously that would be a much, much more substantial injury and loss. But talked tonight with the coaching staff and said that he's obviously definitely out tonight, didn't even dress tonight. But I did say if this were a playoff game and the injury happened, yes, there would have been a really good chance that Sanchez would have been able to go tonight. So it's game one. I know it's Edon. I know it's your rival. I know you want to be out there, but a long season ahead. Plus, he's got 2 more sports seasons. He doesn't specialize. So it was too big of a gamble and the right decision in keeping him out of this game tonight. But Edgerton has competed. They just don't have the firepower. Now, some of that belongs to Edon as well. This is a veteran group back in a lot of spots, and they have some kids that some athletes in space. They have some kids that can play defense. So, a lot of it is Edon-based, but you also look at Edgerton, and you can't ignore all that inexperience and all that youth starting at the quarterback position. They really haven't taken any shots downfield. Anything thrown has been in the screen game or underneath routes or zone read like the RPO package, and they've been short routes mostly to like a Miles Baker out of the backfield. So it's just been one of those struggles for Edgerton tonight, and you just knew that they were going to have to ugly this thing up. Hope that Edon committed a couple of turnovers. The game's not over, right? But certainly Edon in a position to put Edgerton away if they haven't already. But they knew they were going to have to muck this game up a little bit here. Hope Edon had a ton of turnovers and penalties, and that they found their offensive rhythm, and really only one drive for Edgerton where they had any kind of rhythm. Want to talk more about the positives out of Edon tonight. So no Bob Olwin. He leaves to take the Shawnee job, and they hand it to a longtime assistant in Jamison Weisel, who's in the system as a teacher as well. And so he'd been on staff, familiarity, all of that, all good stuff, all positive stuff. But like when a kid plays under Friday Night Lights for the first time, that's a big jump from chair number 2, 3, 4 to the big seat and the hot seat. And Jamison and the staff had Edon ready tonight. And it appears to be a very hungry Edon group. They won 9 last season, got to the second round of the playoffs, and yeah, they had some holes to fill, but they brought more back and off to a fantastic start here tonight in this one. Our halftime tonight has been brought to you by the main stops of Northwest Ohio. You're always open. They're always open when you need them. And remember, your best stop is always a main stop. We'll take another break. When we come back, we will have second half football and a few more things to talk about before that second half starts. Our score at the intermission, Edon 20, Edgerton nothing. This is Friday Night Football, and before we go to the break, New Bremen now adding to their lead, 21-0 over Wayne Trace. By the way, Delta smoking Ayersville 31-0 at halftime in that one against the Pilots. Halftime is about done here. We'll start the second half when we return on B-Rock Sports.
For more than 40 years, Edgerton Forge has been forging more than steel. We've been shaping a legacy of strength, precision, and community pride, just like the Edgerton Bulldogs basketball team. Whether it's on the shop floor or on the hardwood, excellence comes from hard work, teamwork, and determination. And as Edgerton Forge continues to innovate with our ISO 9001 certified processes, our Bulldogs keep pushing forward, playing as one unstoppable, well-oiled winning machine. Edgerton Forge wishes all our athletes the best of luck in tonight's game. Let's bring home the W and go Bulldogs from Edgerton Forge.
Get to Donaldson's Ace Hardware on Union Street in Bryan and pick up your gallon of paint to finish up those outdoor projects at tremendous prices. Find the newest colors that are trending for 2026 and the best paint on the market. Clark & Kensington. Clark & Kensington paint should be your paint of choice. With excellent coverage, washability, and a lifetime warranty, Clark & Kensington paint with the primer built right in is the only paint you'll ever buy. And Donaldson's Ace Hardware on North Union Street in Bryan is ready to help. Ace, the helpful place.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
Black Swamp Equipment with locations to serve you in Bryan, Archibald, Defiance, and Adrian, Michigan is the place where you can get a variety of tools and outdoor power equipment. In fact, it's second to none. In the tri-state area, there isn't a friendlier or more knowledgeable staff than the one at Black Swamp Equipment. And they're happy to help you find the perfect tool to complete your job quickly, professionally, and economically. They are employee-owned and operated, and they take care of you in the best way possible. And they offer the best names in the business, like Grasshopper, available in the Archbold and Defiance location, Toro, Steel, Craft Tools, Miller Electric, Milwaukee, and so much more. Black Swamp Equipment, your one stop for all of your tools and equipment rentals. Locations again to serve you in Bryan, Archbold, Defiance, and Adrian, Michigan. Black Swamp Equipment.
Closing in on the start of the second half here from Leanne Field in Edon. Bombers lead at 20-0 over Edgerton. Edgerton going to go on offense to start the second half as they'll receive the second half kickoff here in this one. Next week, the Bombers will be heading to Antwerp for a Week 2 matchup. Antwerp had moments last night in their 21-14 loss to Montpelier. They had moments where they played well, and of course they have the Temple-bound commit Keegan Gray Wycliffe, who did had his moments last night. And if you have a Division I kid on another roster, you have to account for him on every single play. So Edon will be getting a test up front there. They're also breaking in a new offense as well at Edon with a new quarterback in Ryder Hines. So Edon will be at Antwerp, and then they'll host Hicksville in week number 3. Next couple of weeks for Edgerton will be home games. They'll welcome in Hilltop in a game that we will have on our sister station, Q96.5. And then in week 3, Edgerton will play host to Montpelier in that matchup as well. Next week, I'll be heading to Delta, Ohio. Delta right now smoking Ayersville at the break, 31-0. Delta and Fairview. Fairview locked into a battle with Wauseon back and forth in that first half of play. So it'll be Fairview and Delta next Friday night in week 2 for us. And then a trip to Golden Bear Stadium. Somebody asked me, when was the last game I did at Bryan? And you have to go back to the Elite 8 team of 12, 13 years ago, the year that Bryan got bounced by Kenton. Austin Schimler was the quarterback of that group. That was a fantastic group of athletes. And then we began our relationship where all Bryan games were on our sister station, 96.5, and carried through first BMU, then BryanSports.com. And so I'll be there for Fairview and Bryan. Bryan now just another team in the mix for games. So looking forward to covering all of Williams County, plus Fairview, Hicksville. We'll have sprinkles of Archibald games in there, Wauseon Delta, as you heard, and all that more. This is for football, basketball, and baseball season. Coverage tonight also being brought to you by Midwest Community Federal Credit Union, Donaldson's Ace Hardware, Darrow Shirkey Ford, and Camco of West Unity. So Edgerton will move right to left here in this third quarter anyway. The ball teed up for Mateo Bonato and ready to get moving here in quarter number 3 with Edon leading it by the score of 20-0. High hanger to Stark at the 5, to the 10, to the 15, coming near side to the 20, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Great job by Braden Worley on the special teams play. And it'll be first down. Worley has had a very active game tonight for the Bombers on defense and in special teams. So 1st and 10, officially it will be placed at the 28-yard line for the Bulldogs. Owen Eldon, the quarterback. He'll have Stark in the backfield, Braden Stark, and also Miles Baker. Baker will be lined up right next to Eldon. Starting in motion is Wyatt Slaybaugh. Low snap, and that broke everything up. Slaybaugh is able to kind of leap ahead to the 30-yard line. Edgerton fortunate to get positive yardage of any kind after the juggled snap or low snap. It'll be 2nd down and 8 now for the Dogs at their own 30-yard line. 20-0 Edon, just underway in the second half. Happy to have you aboard here from Leanne Field in Edon. Nightfall settling in. Temperatures in the 70s again here tonight through that first half. High snap, but Eldon gets it, and now it's in the hands and broken up, and Worley has it, and he rumbles down to the 15-yard line. Penetration by that defensive front of Edon broke everything up. Worley the hit, Worley the scoop, and he's downed at the 15-yard line. Second turnover of the game for Edgerton. The last time the drive started at the 10. This one for Edon will start at the 15-yard line. Edon more times than not winning and winning decisively up front. Grove will have 3 receivers wide to the left, 2 receivers to the right. That's the short side of the field. Grove to throw it. Fires to Keese. That's a one hop. Didn't make the catch. 2nd down and 10 from the 15-yard line. Jaron Grove is, if you missed the halftime numbers, in his varsity starting debut, 18 of 28 in the first half for $187. Had 2 touchdown passes, and most importantly, no interceptions. In fact, Edon protected the ball all around in that first half. Twins to the left, trips to the right. Out of the slot, Moyer goes in motion to the far side. Back to throw is Grove. Blitz coming, setting up a tunnel screen. 15, 10, spin move. Crispin twisted down by Baker, shy of the first down at about the 6.5-yard line. And it'll be 3rd and close to 2 for the first down at the 7. Had that tunnel screen set up nicely. Good open field tackle to save a potential touchdown for now. 20-0 Edon on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. 1.5 into the third quarter. 3 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Empty backfield. Grove on a quarterback draw. 10, 5. Grove smells the end zone and is in for the touchdown. On 3rd and 2 at the 5. Grove, the 7-yard TD run. And now a 26-0 lead for the Bombers. And getting up a little gingerly that time was Jaron Grove, and he may be experiencing a cramp. Coming in will be Gage Cisneros. Grove is on the sidelines, so Not sure what Edon was going to do here. It appears as if they're going to go for two. Chrisman will be the quarterback that takes the snaps. Played last year at quarterback. Is the backup. Just going with Grove. I like the matchup with Grove at quarterback and Chrisman on the edge. Moyer in motion. Chrisman to throw. Chrisman fires, and it's in and out of the hands. Good ball from Chrisman, but Parker Moyer could not haul it in. New score on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard, 26-0 now Edon as they cash in on another Edgerton giveaway. 10.5 still to go, third quarter. We'll be back.
Precise Metal Form, 810 Commerce Drive in Bryan, wants to say good luck to the Edon Bombers in tonight's athletic contest. Precise Metal Form is a proud supporter of Edon Bomber athletics, both boys and girls sports. Precise Metal Form in Bryan, saluting the athletes on all of their hard work and wishing them the best of luck in this athletic contest. Precise Metal Form, 810 Commerce Drive in Bryan, saying go Bombers in this game.
Welcome back here to Leanne Field in Edon. Very early in quarter number 3. Bombers are now up 26-0 in this one. Another score, and you start getting into the running clock scenario here. Ready to kick it away here for the second time here in a minute and a half of play. And the boot by Bonato is a little shorter this time. The return belongs to Kyler Sanchez, and he'll get out near the 30-yard line, brought down shy of it, but Edgerton going on offense for a second time. Brody Flagel, I'm sure one of the messages in the locker room is go win that first drive. They didn't. Go win the third quarter. Go win the second half. Play hard. Don't quit. Be resilient. Be tough. Be tenacious. You know, pick any of those words, but go do something positive in the second half. The odds at the break, and with where they're at right now, already lean at 20-0, and they got a lot leaner now at 26-0. Eldon, little quick toss to Wyatt Slaybaugh. And the Slaybaugh slithers out to about the 30-yard line. So he'll have 5 on the play. It'll be second down and 5. Landon Reitzel in on that tackle for Edon. Second down. 5 yards to go for the first down. Coming near side is Mason Eldon. Miles Baker will be the only running back with Parker Eldon. A second receiver. It'll be Stark coming out here with Eldon. And dropping the snap is Owen Eldon, and now just trying to get something going, and he does. Good job by Owen Eldon to get 4. It'll be 3rd and 2 coming up, but that could have been disastrous. A, it could have been a turnover, and then B, a lost yardage penalty or play. They're going to go with a little tempo now. Eldon gives to Baker. Baker has the first down. He's able to submarine his way out to the 37-yard line for a gain of 3 on the play before he is tripped up by Worley. And back to the line of scrimmage again. A handoff, and that run will be, was it Baker? I didn't see who got that carry. Stark on the carry as he's able to pound out to the 40-yard line for about 3 yards. Little slow, and now Miles Baker is a little slow to his feet. And now we have a couple of injuries on the Edgerton side. So an injury timeout with 9:08 to play here in this third quarter. We're going to keep it right here and tell you that coverage of Edon and Edgerton tonight is being brought to you in part by Yarger Flagle Investments. Experience the difference with Yarger Flagle Investments. They can help with your 401k or any company plan rollovers only at Yarger Flagle Investments in downtown Edgerton, Ohio. We're in Edon tonight for this opening Friday. It's Edon leading Edgerton convincingly 26-0. It'll be a 2nd down and 8 for Edgerton at their own 40-yard line. Defiance on top of Napoleon, 9-2 in that one. A rollout and a pitch and catch, Eldon to Eldon. And Mason spins forward to just shy of the 46-yard line. He'll get 6 of those yards needed of the 8, and it'll be 3rd and 2. Archibald 17, Genoa 7. That's a third quarter score. 3 receivers to the right. The handoff to Baker, and he is able to move the pile to near midfield. First down for Edgerton. Needed 2, got 3, and that was effort from Miles Baker. And another injury, and it's Baker again suffering another cramping situation. This time we will take a break. 8:38 to play in the third. 26-0 Edon on B-Rock Sports.
Everyone has goals. Big ones, small ones, and maybe even a few that feel somewhere in between. But no matter where you're starting, the important part is making that first move. At Midwest Community Federal Credit Union, we're here to help you make those moves with confidence, clarity, and a partner who has your back. Let's make your next money move together. Call or visit midwestcommunity.org today.
Motion man for Edgerton, Isaac Hobeck, who's come in, and a pass on a slant route is too tall for Stark. Way overthrown that time, and it'll be 2nd down coming up. 2nd and 10, Edgerton at their own 49-yard line. The farthest Edgerton's been tonight has been the Edon 41. Ended up having to punt it on that drive, but nowhere near the red zone tonight for Edgerton offensively. Trips to the left, tight end to the right. Single setback next to Eldon. Edon shows blitz, and they jump across and into the neutral zone. And so that'll cost 5 yards to Edon. And it'll be 2nd and 5 from the 46-yard line. The 46 of Edon. 26-0. Bombers on top here on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Mason Eldon will come as a wide receiver to the left. He'll be joined out here by Wyatt Slaybaugh and Braden Stark in a trips look. Miles Baker back in as the only running back. Half roll for Eldon, and it's almost intercepted. Threw that behind Brother Mason and almost picked by Corbin Crispin as it was thrown. It was a back shoulder, but that back shoulder was into traffic. And now it'll be 3rd down and 5, Edgerton at the 46-yard line. Halfback either side of Eldon on a quick snap here. Baker gets the run. Baker has a first down, and Edgerton has their best possession of the night now officially, as he needed 5, and Miles Baker able to get 10 there. And it'll be 1st and 10, Edgerton at the 30-yard line of Edon. And again, a Bulldog is down. It is not Miles Baker this time. I'm not sure who is down, but it looks to be, let's see if it's another cramp. It is another cramp. That's one of those things that's kind of odd because it isn't humid tonight. It's certainly not hot. And we didn't have, well, I take that back. We had 1 cramping situation last night, and now we've had 3 or 4 here kind of bunched together. Game reset, 8:21 left to play, quarter number 3. We're at Leanne Field in Edon. It's Edon 26, Edgerton nothing. Edgerton leads the overall series 35-18. Edon did win the most recent game in the playoffs. That was Wyatt Slaybaugh. Edon won 28-21 on Halloween night in the opening round of the postseason. Meanwhile, a Bomber is down here on the near side getting attention from the training staff, and I never saw who was down over here. We were watching activity on the field and some of those injuries, but not sure who they're looking at here for Edon, laying flat on his back here on the sideline. So it'll be a 1st and 10 for Edgerton at the 37-yard line of Edon. They're bringing the Gator in. Eldon, the throw, and it's almost picked off. That would have been potentially pick 6 for Stance. Pass intended for Mason Eldon. So it'll be A 2nd and long now from the 37-yard line. I got one eye on the field and one eye to the injured Bomber, who's going to be helped into this cart. And I don't know because the jersey's off. 2nd and 10. Eldon sends Baker in motion. Bubble screen just over the hand of Chrisman, who was coming on a blitz. Baker made the grab. There we get the number now. It's Harrison Rodriguez, 5'11", 255-pound senior lineman, who's going to go off on the Gator. So some form of a knee, lower body injury. So it was a short gain of a couple, and it'll be 3rd down and 8 now for Edgerton at the Edon 35. 4-down territory, no question. And now Edon will spend a timeout. 7:53 left in the third. 26-0, Edon with the lead. We'll step out as well and be right back.
Best Insurance and Financial Services in downtown Edon is proud to announce they've become a full-service insurance agency, taking care of all of your insurance needs now. Best Insurance and Financial Services has been handling life and health insurance along with your investment needs for over 40 years. And now they're able to offer coverage for your home, auto, business, and farm insurance needs. They can also protect your RV, ATV, and boat. To find out more information, just head to best-ins.net or phone 419-272-2888. Best Insurance and Financial Services in downtown Edon, wishing the Bombers the best of luck in tonight's game.
The half that wouldn't end finally ended. New Bremen 21, Wayne Trace nothing. They just got to the intermission. So now 3rd down and 8 for Edgerton. Couple of backs to the left. Almost like a triangle backfield. Now in motion is Baker. And they go inside with a toss to Slaybaugh. Good cut by Slaybaugh. And he's able to kind of slide his way down to the 31-yard line. He gets half of the 8. This will be the 12th play of the drive for Edgerton. Their deepest penetration of the night. They have a 4th and 4, maybe closer to 5 from the 32-yard line. Wing right, receiver left. Eldon bleeding the play clock now. Game clock down to 7:20, and we have hit the stage of the game that it feels like you are stuck in quicksand. Cramping timeouts, injury timeouts, team timeouts, Edgerton timeout. We're staying right here with 7:18 to play in the third quarter. It's 4th and 5, Edgerton, trailing Edon 26-0. Jaron Grove, TD passes tonight to Corbin Chrisman and Caden Stantz, and TD runs of 3 and 7 yards. And again, Grove, the 6'1", 200-pound sophomore, making his first varsity start of his career tonight, which is a theme in a lot of places around Northwest Ohio. Certainly in our game, 2 games that we've had this week, all 4 quarterbacks are first-time starters. By the way, both teams down to 2 timeouts. 4th and 5 for Edgerton at the 32-yard line of Edon. Eldon with a running back in Baker. Eldon, play action. They'll toss it back. Mason Eldon with a little razzle-dazzle downfield, and it's knocked away by Chrisman. Actually, the catch is made, but it is going to be short of the first down. Slaybaugh came down with that in traffic, and Edgerton, so it's a great catch, but it just didn't have enough on it and didn't get him to the sticks. So a 12-play drive ends with no points. And Edon will take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line. Still 7:09 to play here in this third quarter. Bomber football. 3 receivers to the right, twins to the left, so an empty look. Blitz from the Bulldogs. Swing pass to Moyer. He's at the 30, got the edge, 35, 40. And a big collision with Slaybaugh out of bounds at the 44-yard line, but a gain of 12 on that swing pass. And now another Bomber injury. Gavin Johnson is hurt. Johnson going to be replaced by Rylan Camper. So Johnson is going to, remember, they just lost Rodriguez, whose night is done. Harrison Rodriguez, again with some form of a lower body injury, had to be taken off by the Gator. Post-game show tonight brought to you each and every game night by Zach Miller, your local State Farm agent located in Bryan. Remember, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Coverage of high school football we'll get to in a moment. Archibald pounding Genoa now, or at least more breathing room. 24-7 streaks over the Comets. Coverage tonight is also brought to you in part by Direct Link Appliances, Black Swamp Equipment, the Bryan Eagles, Newcomer, Schaefer, and Breininger, Peltz Lumber Company, Edward Jones, and your advisors, Melissa Stockman, April Whitty, and Ryan Bethel. And also brought to you by Andres O'Neill & Lowe Insurance Agency. It looks like it is yet another cramping situation. It does you no good tonight to hydrate. I mean, it will help minimally, but you need to get hydrated and stay hydrated on game week starting Monday, Tuesday. Certainly Monday, Tuesday when you have a week where you know it's going to be really hot and humid come game night, but do it anyways. It's too little too late if you're cramping up and then trying to force feed water that night. Edon is down to a third lineman, though, as that saw Johnson hobble off there, and as we said, they lost Rodriguez. A swing pass from Grove to the far side on a screen, and nothing doing for Landon Reitzel. Edgerton blew that thing up. They read it, they reacted, and they got home. That's a loss of 2 on the play, back to the 42. So it will be second down and a dozen here for Edon. Grove has run a little bit from the quarterback spot. A few design runs and some scramble plays. We've seen Moyer get a couple of touches. On 2nd and 12, rolling right is Grove. Fires downfield, got a receiver. It's caught at the 30, 25, 20, and run out of bounds is Mattia Popeo, the 5'6 junior from Italy. And it's down to the 22-yard line. 56 on the pass play. Miles Baker is still out there, but he was stretching, almost feeling like another cramp was coming. So to the 22-yard line, 1st and 10. Handoff on the inside. They go to Popeo again. He's trying to bounce to the outside and is going to be hammered down by Hayden Weary, a 6', 175-pound sophomore. And that'll be a loss of a yard back to the 23-yard line. Andy Brigle with you from Leanne Field in Edon. We're in the third quarter, more than halfway through it. 5:45 to play in it. All Edon up 26-0 over Edgerton. Bombers looking for more here, trying to get it to a running clock scenario with a touchdown here. Grove to throw. Grove under heat, wide open on the sideline. He threw it behind Landon Reitzel, who had 3 steps on the DB. And it sails out of bounds. So now it will be 3rd down and 11 for Edon at the Edgerton 23-yard line. That'll be something that will have to be corrected. And again, it's Grove's first varsity start, but working and getting those timing routes and getting the downfield shots connected, because Edon has had some wide open receivers tonight where they haven't hooked up. Trips to the right, twins to the left. Motion man to the far side is Stantz. Back to throw is Grove. Looks, down the middle, and intercepted on the far side by Owen Eldon. And Eldon is still on his feet, will be banged down near the 5-yard line. Great job by the freshman, Owen Eldon. He sat the route, and then he went and got ball. See ball, get ball, and he did just that, and Edon turns it over for the first time tonight at the 5:18 mark of this third quarter. So after the Eldon interception, he was brought down at the 5, and now Eldon will stay out there at quarterback, of course, and it'll be 1st and 10, Edgerton from their own 5-yard line. They have coughed it up twice deep in their own territory tonight that led to Edon touchdowns. Snap. It's Mason Eldon who's actually going to get the snaps. He gives to Slaybaugh, and Slaybaugh scoots off the right side for about 7. It'll be 2nd down and 3 coming up. So put Mason Eldon now in at quarterback. He is the 6'2 senior quarterback. Eldon gets the snap, bellies it up to Miles Baker. Baker had it ripped away. That's a takeaway by Worley on the tackle. Fantastic play by Braden Worley. In the process of tackling Miles Baker, he flat out swiped it away. And Worley with the takeaway, literally, and there is a 3rd turnover forced by the Bombers. And this will be an Edon 1st and 10 at the Edgerton 11-yard line. That was just, I don't know if there was any bobble in there or mishandle, but that was some strength by Worley to rip it out of Baker's hands. So now Grove will get a chance to atone for the INT. Trips to the right, twins to the left, empty backfield, 1st and 10 at the 11. Grove wants to throw, looks for the end zone, caught, touchdown, Corbin Chrisman, he got the foot down. Great job by Chrisman to do the toe tap, and Edgerton has now fallen behind 32-0. Chrisman has his 2nd TD reception of the night. And now the extra point from Mateo Bonato, the 5'6 junior. Lincoln Keese to hold. 32-0. Edon with a lead as we now move to a running clock situation here. Snap, spot, kick on the way, and the kick is good. New score, Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard, 33-0 Edon. This is B-Rock Sports.
Veland Chase wishes local high school sports teams a successful season. As one of the leading brass suppliers in the United States, Veland Chase manufactures brass rods, forgings, ingots, and water armor plumbing fittings at the 2 plants located in Holiday City. To learn more about products and job opportunities, visit brassjobs.com. Chase a brighter future with Veland Chase.
Andy Brigle back with you at Leanne Field in Edon. Bombers up 33-0. Coverage tonight also brought to you by AG Irrigation, the Farmers and Merchants State Bank, Brian Ford, the main stops of Northwest Ohio, Midwestern Community Federal Credit Union in the scoreboard show, and Zach Miller, your post-game sponsor, your State Farm agent. By the way, when we're done here, we'll get you to Colorado. It's the Rockies hosting the Cleveland Guardians tonight. Cleveland moving to within a game of that 3rd wild card spot in the American League. Just 4 teams above 500 in the American League. And still hanging around the AL Central race. White Sox showing the way. So we have the clock that has been cranked up. This will move fast at least the end of the 3rd quarter. Here's a return from Kyler Sanchez, and Sanchez with good daylight out across the 30. He'll be out near the 32 or 3-yard line, 1st down and 10. Brody Flagel making a move at quarterback on that last drive. So from the 33-yard line, it'll be 1st and 10. It is Owen Eldon back in at quarterback with 3:50 and counting to play here in this 3rd quarter. Little mini roll for Eldon, throw downfield, catch by Stark. They tried to pound it loose, but he's able to hang on to it. 18, maybe 19 on the pass play. And that's been the best pass play, the most successful pass play of the night. Edgerton quickly to the ball. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line, and now Braden Stark goes down. And we get another injury timeout here. We're going to stay right here with 3:27 left in quarter number 3. We will have score updates in the Guardians-Rockies game tonight. And then, of course, you'll hear all the finals after the game and throughout the morning tomorrow on what happened tonight in our area. Again, some games last night, half dozen, some of them out of our area. We did have one in our immediate area last night, Montpelier and Antwerp. For Edon fans, if they did miss it, Bob Olin made his Shawnee coaching debut last night, and it was tough sledding against Lima Central Catholic. LCC won last night in that one, 51-20. But as we said earlier in the broadcast, no doubt in anybody's mind that Shawnee will be good. Bob just has a knack for turning trains around or keeping them pointed in the right direction and then getting them to the postseason. Of course, here at Edon, all 6 years resulted in playoff appearances. Jamison Weisel, an assistant and teacher here, has taken over the reins, and it'll be a night for him to remember for sure. He'll be able to put down that August 21st will be his first career coaching win in that first try. Jamison already knows this. He's been around the game long enough, but they won't all be this easy. This new conference this season, I mean, it's an offshoot of the Toledo Area Athletic Conference. Some familiar names that I'm about to run through, but now it is the Great Lakes Conference. 4 from Ohio, 4 from Michigan, and right now, with the exception of Whiteford, should be a pretty competitive league. And I'm not saying Whiteford is unbeatable completely, but it's always going to take a fantastic effort to defeat Whiteford. They just have it going right now. They have state championship on their resume. Todd Teakin is the head coach. Spent some time at Evergreen as a coach. You have Whiteford, Summerfield, Sand Creek, Erie Mason, the schools out of Michigan. Edon, Montpelier, Hilltop, North Central out of Ohio. Job, I think, by those parties involved to be proactive and not reactive, because they had the wheels spinning knowing that some tax schools were headed out the door. Play action fake. Eldon downfield has a wide open Wyatt Slaybaugh, and Slaybaugh is going to get down near the 20-yard line. Boy, a gain of almost, actually it's beyond the 20, down to the 16. So a gain of 33 on the pass play. Right now, running clock, but an Edgerton score gets us back to normal game rules. Inside handoff and a run this time for Isaac Hobeck. He'll have a short gain on the play, stopped up in there by TJ Worley and company. It'll be a line of scrimmage at the 14, so 2nd down and 7. Edon 33, Edgerton nothing. 2.5 to play in this third quarter. Bombers on their way to 1-0, and Edgerton back to the drawing board at 0-1. But this is a good sign if you're an Edgerton fan. Still fighting, still competing, not hanging their heads about this enormous deficit. Now a throw to the end zone, tipped away at the last minute. Great defensive play by Gage Cisneros, because that's a touchdown to Kyler Sanchez. But Cisneros got a big hand in there and knocked it away. And it'll be 3rd and 7 from the 14-yard line. Last we heard, Hilltop led Hicksville in that game on Q96.5. It was 12-0 Cadets. The Zach Yoder era beginning in Hicksville. Both these teams here tonight will play Hicksville. Of course, Edgerton in the GMC, Edon in week 3 in a non-conference. 2x2 look wide receivers. Baker, the running back, on 3rd and 7. Swing pass to Miles Baker. Got away from the first man, but cannot get away from the second wave. I think that was Caden Stantz who came up. Also, Corbin Olds was around the football, and so was Worley again. 33-0 and a 4th and 9 for Edgerton, as this snap's going to happen near the 1-minute mark. in this third quarter. Obviously down 33-zip. It's a go-for-it situation here for Brody Flagel and Edgerton. Trips to the left. Tight end to the right. Baker the running back. 4th and 9. Edon coming with a blitz. Edon under pressure. Dances and cannot get away. The Bombers heat up the freshman quarterback again. And getting home was Trent Buck. And that is how the drive will end, as Edgerton's best drive of the night is stopped on downs. And Edon will take over up 33-zip with 50 seconds left in this third quarter. It'll be a 1st and 10 for the Bombers at their own 26-yard line. Probably time for one snap here, and then the clock will run out. Remember, regardless, incomplete passes, whatever happens here, barring an injury, and then at the quarter change. 2-by-2 with a running back. Grove puts it in the belly inside of Papeo. Papeo with good little dart moves inside across the 30 to the 31-yard line. He'll have 5 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 5. More than likely now when we start the fourth quarter. 3 in the books here at Leanne Field in Edon. Bombers 33, Bulldogs nothing. You're listening to high school football coverage on B-Rock Sports.
Plumbing problem? Heating or cooling trouble? Don't let a small issue turn into a big headache. Call Starks Plumbing and Heating. Our experienced team delivers dependable service, quality workmanship, and straightforward solutions to keep your home or business comfortable and running smoothly. When you need help, you need someone you can trust. Choose the local professionals at Starks Plumbing and Heating Services. Call Starks today, the team you can count on.
Looking for a great car without breaking 20 grand? Head to Darrow Shirkey Ford in Montpelier, home of the largest selection of cars under $20,000 in the tri-state area. And no matter your credit situation, all credit types get approved. At Darrow Shirkey Ford, you can count on reliability, trust, transparency, and a great service department to keep you on the road. Come see Lupe Cantu and Randy Shirkey at Darrow Shirkey Ford in Montpelier. Trust, transparency, selection. That's exactly what every customer is looking for.
Welcome back to Leanne Field here in Edon. All Bombers up 33-0 here in this one. They have a 2nd down and 5 coming up from their own 31-yard line. Again, we're in a continuous clock situation here for the fourth quarter, at least as it stays above 30. Grove will remain at quarterback. He'll throw a flare to the far side. It's incomplete. Wanted Lincoln Keese. And now it will be 3rd down and 5 coming up. So 3rd and 5 from the 31-yard line. You wonder if this might be the last series for the ones, at least on offense. And I know a lot of two-way guys, so maybe that would include defense as well. Grove under some heat, throws, and incomplete. Intended for Caden Stantz. Applying pressure for Edgerton was Carter Lockwood, one of those freshmen that we talked about, one of 16 freshmen of the 30 on the roster. Edon, I'm looking to see how many freshmen have played tonight. If freshmen have gotten in for Edon, I haven't seen or called any of their numbers. Archibald now mauling Genoa 31-7. So they're on their way to 1-0. Van Wert blitzing Bryan 34-6. And that's a punt that's going to roll dead at the 25-yard or 35-yard line from Grove. 34 yards on the punt and no return. We'll see what Edgerton elects to do. I'm guessing it might be time for at least a mix of some kids to get some minutes here. Although it looks as if a lot of the ones are still out there. I still see Eldon. I still see Baker. I see both Eldons and Baker and Yantis. Edgerton with a 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line. I want to thank Matt Ripke, Anthony Stevens, the staff here at Edon. Again, the facilities looked immaculate here this evening, as they always do when we come to Edon. Do a great job in their facilities upkeep. Stark in motion to the far side. Throw to the far side. Pass is caught by Mason Eldon. He'll get about 5 to the 40-yard line. It's Edon defense. And again, Edgerton, they're going to be, this isn't a slight to Edgerton. They're just not there yet. There's going to be better offenses that this Edon defense is going to face. But tonight on night one, helmets to the ball, active, playing downhill, I think all good things. Now the next step is you want to see it, because that's a run for about a yard or two. You want to see it against a really good offense. Getting some snaps over here is Liam Garza, and now we have another Edgerton player down. 9:36 left in this one. 33-0 Bombers. Another injury timeout, and we'll be right back.
Fall is a great time to work on your home. Is your home well insulated? Field Supply Center in Blakesley is now stocking the Attic Cat and the Pro Cap blown insulation system. Forget about the dust from the old blown insulation. Attic Cat is the new clean way to insulate your walls and attic. Field Supply Center also offers CertainTeed Landmark shingles, one of the best shingles for your roof. Now is the time to take care of your home. Whether you need insulation, shingles, siding, or window, make Field Supply in Blakesley your first stop.
And we welcome you back here to Leanne Field in Edon. An injury timeout. We have had tons of cramping situations tonight. And again, a bit of a surprise to me here with, again, not the high heat, not the high humidity. And I didn't see who was down over there for Edgerton. But we've seen more injuries for cramping, I think, for Edgerton. A little bit of a late start in that game, probably because of the weather. We're told North Central leads Swanton 6-0 at halftime. How long ago was that posted, Clarkie?
That's live on Facebook.
Oh, okay, live game there. All right. So that game got a little bit late start. If you're just joining us, we had some weather that moved through the area. Tornado siren went off here in Edon. We were told it might have gone off countywide. There was the possibility of a formation of a funnel, but then nothing happened. That was Miles Baker down yet again. He's had a tough night there with some injury situations. But we reached out to weather officials here. Warm-ups were happening here in Edon with Edon and Edgerton. And, you know, there was discussion up in the booth. Do we need to pull the kids off the field? And the weather officials here said, no, you didn't need to, because everything was north of us and there wasn't clouds heading our way. So nobody was ever in any kind of danger. Eldon on the handoff, left side. Nice stutter step move in the hole for Hobeck. Falls forward to the 44-yard line. Got about 3. Still short of the first down. And it'll be 4th and 1. That tackle was made by Caden Teal. 28-0 now. New Bremen over Wayne Trace. 4th and 1 Edgerton. 9 minutes and counting to play. Edon in charge, up 33-0. Close for the first quarter. And then Edon started to pull away by halftime. On the run, no room to run. Stacked up in the middle there. And that's where the drive will come to an end. Again, winning up front, that Bomber defensive and offensive line. And they'll get a stop on downs. Again, that's back-to-back. And 3 of the 5 possessions here in the second half, Edgerton's been stopped on downs, and then the other 2 were fumbles. So now it'll be Edon ball at the Edgerton 42-yard line. And now we're getting down to the final stages here of this one. 8.5 and a running clock. Edon up 33-0. Grove does remain in there. And he'll hand it off And running away to the far right side is Mattia Papeo. Papeo will be thrown for a loss. Good pursuit by Edgerton that time. Final score to pass along. Delta was up 31-0 at the half, and they win it 47-0. So we'll see that Delta team next week hosting the Fairview Apaches. Fairview was locked into a tight one with Wauseon last we heard. 5 wide look, Grove to throw. Grove steps up, fires down the field, and he overthrows his target. Caden Stantz. Repetition, repetition, repetition. That's how you start getting the timing on those deep balls. In Grove's first start as a varsity quarterback. Got some mop-up time here and there last year. Remember, Edon, a 9-win team. It'll be 3rd down and 12 from the 45, with the Bombers up 33-0. Under 7 minutes to play in this thing. 3 receivers right, 2 to the left. Motion man coming. They'll throw it this way. It's Trayvon Gherkin, and Gherkin explodes. Flags are down. That'll wipe away about a 20-yard gain. Shoestring tackle made by Kyler Sanchez, but I think this is coming back. Or are they going to say face mask, perhaps, on Edgerton? Liberty Center 61-0 over Tenora. The rich get richer. D5 state champs last year. They moved to D6. No, it will be a legal block against Edon. No face mask. And that'll back them up. I mean, if you're looking for anybody on that regular season schedule for Liberty Center, it's Archibald or nothing. Archibald's the only team that stands in the way, in my opinion, of 9-1 and 10-0 regular season again. Delta's pretty decent. All right, decent. PH is going to be okay, but none of them in that neighborhood. It would take a night where Liberty is very un-Liberty, where they turn it over and have tons of penalties. They'd have to help the cause. Never say never. I get it. But Liberty's just better than everybody on their schedule, with the exception, I think, of maybe Archibald. 6:07 to play. We have an Edgerton timeout. 33-0 Edon. We'll be back.
At State Bank, we're proud to be making community banking great again, with real people, real relationships, and real service you can count on. Since 1902, we've been invested in our neighbors, businesses, and the future of the communities we call home. If you're ready for a bank that puts community first, and always has, make the switch to State Bank today. Stop by any State Bank location or check us out at yourstatebank.com. State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Back out here in Edon, Ohio on this opening Friday night. Not opening night. We were in Montpelier last night for a 21-14 Montpelier win over Antwerp. Montpelier will be going, you look at Montpelier's schedule, I can make an argument, and a strong argument, that they're 4-0 going to the midway point. They're going to be favored. They go Swanton, Edgerton, Erie Mason in the next 3. Tunnel screen is caught by Reitzel. He explodes to the 40, to the 30, to the 20. See you later on 3rd and 22. He houses it from 55. Grove and Reitzel connect for a 55-yard TD pass. And now it's 39-0 Edon with 5:48 to play in this thing. On for the extra point will be Bonato, Mateo Bonato. There will be better days for Edgerton. That youth and inexperience will grow up as the season goes. But tonight, outmatched, outgunned. playing hard. Brody Flagel, and there's been some positive things, right? There have been some things that Edgerton's done well tonight, just not consistently well here tonight. But you know they're going to work at it. And it's week one. And this offense will get an enormous boost with Kellen Sanchez back. Just another, and that kind of a weapon on the field. He's a difference maker, no doubt about it. You got a game next week. For Edgerton, you've got Hilltop coming in. Boy, Wauseon and Fairview playing a good one. Still in the third. Fairview 36, Wauseon 26. Who won? Does that have stats, Clarkie? There was a quarterback battle, and I wondered who Fairview and Doug Rakes were going to go with. They were splitting snaps, and I didn't see officially who won that starting job. Brody Williams was one of the kids in the battle for that, and I don't remember the second kid. If I have a Fairview listener out there, maybe they can help me and maybe even tell me who started tonight. They're putting points up, so they're playing well. Good return here for Stark. He'll be stopped up at about the 33-yard line, though, and T.J. Worley, now a late flag coming in, a little extracurricular. Gavin Brown must have at least, unless that's an end around or something, but Gavin Brown to Gavin Mead for the last touchdown on a TD pass. So that was the other one, was Gavin Brown that was in the mix. So I'd say it was him that won the job then. Those are always decisions for high school coaches to make. Where are you best? Where is your team best suited for success, depending on who you play at quarterback? Especially when you're getting into a new situation. You've had an established starter for so many years. Zedike at Fairview, Sharps at Montpelier, Baker at Edgerton. Here's a run off the right side for Kyler Sanchez. He'll have about 9 on the run. Brantley Livensparger, a freshman, is in there, made the tackle. Edon emptying their bench a little bit now here in the fourth quarter. We have 4:50 remaining in this thing. 40-0 Edon. Next week, Fairview at Delta here on V-Rock Sports. They'll bring 2 running backs off to the right. Eldon, a little quick toss, a little quick pop to Wyatt Slaybaugh. That's a pass. Slaybaugh has about 2. Actually, I beg your pardon. Yes. Needed 2 and got 3, and that's a first down to the 41-yard line. Also want to thank all of our terrific sponsors tonight, bringing you this game, including the added ones from Edon and Edgerton. Always get great response from those businesses supporting Edon and Edgerton. Van Wert 41-6 over Bryan in the fourth quarter. Eldon the snap. Eldon a play action. Looks downfield, has a man open, and it is caught by Wyatt Slaybaugh. That will be a first down pickup down to the 25-yard line, and we're down to 3.5 remaining with Edon up 40-0. Edgerton now just wants to get the 0 off the board. Can they punch us in the end zone and avoid being shut out? Halfback left, halfback right, wing right, receiver to the left. Play action for Eldon, and he throws incomplete, intended for Isaac Hobeck. Liam Garza over on coverage for Edon. So second down and long, 2nd and 10 for Edgerton at the 26-yard line. Guardians and the Rockies coming up in progress. We'll also sprinkle in score updates and then have them after the game. Big hole off the right side for Kyler Sanchez with a long stride. And he runs down to the 10. He had 16 on that run. And it'll be 1st and goal Edgerton. First time we've been able to say that tonight. At the 2:20 mark left in this game. Eldon gets the snap. Bellies it up on the inside. Another good run, but short of the end zone for Kyler Sanchez. It'll be second down and goal at the 1-yard line. And the Bulldogs are, in fact, on the doorstep of not being goose-egged here tonight. Under 2 minutes to play. Hobeck and Sanchez in the backfield. Sanchez with the run. Sanchez into the end zone for the touchdown. And Edgerton will not be shut out tonight. 40-6 with 1:50 to play in this thing. Since we're joining in progress, we're going to do like a de facto post-game show here as we end everything. Jaron Grove, a night to remember on the night of his first varsity start. Here's the extra point attempt, and it's on the way and good from Hugo Castellanos Martinez to make it 40-7. Jaron Grove, TD passes tonight. He was a part of all of the touchdowns tonight. Jaron Grove to Corbin Chrisman, 21 yards. Caden Stantz, 10 yards. Chrisman again, 11 yards. And then Landon Reitzel, 55 yards. So 4 TD passes. And then Grove with touchdown runs of 3 and 7 tonight. 7 yards. The Edgerton score just happened. Kyler Sanchez, a 1-yard TD run for him to make it 40-7. Defiance 9, Napoleon 8, the final. The River rivalry game, and Defiance wins it again. Was hearing last night, people talking, didn't that game usually fall on a Thursday? Well, Defiance loves it on a Thursday. Napoleon, not so much. That's where it was at tonight at Buckenmeyer Stadium. We'll see if next year, if it does end up on a Thursday, but low scoring, hard hitting, about what you expect out of Defiance and Napoleon. Oh, I knew it was 2-0 at one time. So wonder if that in the long history has ever happened where each team recorded a safety. 1:40 remaining in this. So Jaron Grove with a great effort here tonight. The de facto post-game show brought to you by Zach Miller, your State Farm agent. What's your next dream? Paying off your credit card? Remodeling that kitchen? Maybe it's exploring the rainforests of Costa Rica. Whatever your dreams, they take some planning. And State Farm agent Zach Miller is right here in Bryan to lend a hand. As your local good neighbor, he can help you look at the things you want to save for and come up with a plan to make those savings happen. Because your money should work just as hard as you do to achieve your dreams. Return out just shy of the 25-yard line. So whether it's being free of debt or free to roam the world, call State Farm agent Zach Miller in Bryan today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Again, we're doing all of this now because of coverage of the Guardians and the Rockies. They had first pitch around 8:40. We're going to join that game in progress. If we have a little bit of business, Ben, to get our remaining sponsors on, we'll do that in between before we go out to Denver. Neil down here is going to end this thing here tonight. Edon has now won 2 straight in the series. Remember, again, they won in the postseason last year on Halloween night in the opening round. Rockies and Guardians are in the bottom of the third in a 1-1 game. And that's where we are going to be off to next. They do have to snap it one more. Well, they don't really, because the penalty wouldn't have a stoppage here. They're going to snap it one more time. Thanks to all of our sponsors. Thanks to all of our listeners. And thanks to Ben back at the studio. By the way, great job to our gang on 96.5. I got nothing but rave reviews on the job Ian and Aiden did there. Again, your final tonight in this 49 rivalry. Edon 40, Edgerton 7. We're going to step out, take a break, And then it's Rockies, Guardians, high school football updates throughout the night. Have a great rest of your night. We'll talk to you next Friday night from Delta, Fairview at Delta on B-Rock 100.9. Good night, everybody.